talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Sports. Humidor shop talk. Cigars. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk.
Yo, what's up, man? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella. Hey, Humidor Sports and Cigars with the SmokeFellas here, man. We got our man PG69 with us, man. We are up here back at L's, man. This is our home base, man. This is what we do, how we do it in the cigar shop. We got a few people in here. We got our resident DJ, D.Y. Nemesis. Say what's up to the people, man.
Yo.
Man, we also got our, I said I would never say it, but since he came out today, he called himself Mr. Got a Body, Tony Barber.
Cleared up, the world calls me Mr. Got a Body. AKA, I'm so tired of being called Brian, AKA, the most beautiful man in the world.
Hey, it's a few other.
Oh, wow.
Hey, man, as we do in the cigar shop, man, we get it down, we get it in rough, raw, straight to you, no chaser. So we're going to get into it, man. KDL, say what's up to the people, my man.
What's happening, everybody? Good Saturday morning. Let's get this sports topic going.
Again, I told you we got PG69 with us, man. He is in replace of Angry Man. Plus, he was a member, man. But when you get on that trucking road, things change in the lives. So what's up, man?
What's up, good people? It's good to be back. Yeah, working be having me gone, but I'm here. Let's do it.
And we got the man that says you can drink somewhere, anywhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. My man Lucky Lefty to my left.
You already know. Same old. Day drinking has begun. Y'all know we have man Eduardo Lamont.
Shout out to my man Ty. Day drinking ain't for the weak. Remember that phrase, because it's not. And you got to follow the SmokeFellas as we do those day drinking ain't for the weak parties. We get it in. So, Lefty, you want to start it off by getting in on Dallas. So, if you all don't know, let's go ahead and catch you guys up. Dallas.
No, let me take it all the way back.
All right, man. Go ahead.
Let's go all the way back.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
I want to get in on this too.
They were the 6th seed in the West before the trade deadline. They went on and made a deal for Kyrie after Kyrie demanded out, knowing he wanted to go to LA. Let's be real. We know what it was about. It's about blocking him from going to LA. Goes to Dallas. Not only do they didn't fall out the top 6, they fell out of the play-in. And then we come into it last night. They still 1 game out of the play-in with 2 games left. And they sat everybody versus our own Chicago Bulls and only played Luka for 1 quarter. In other words, they quit. They tapped the hell out. Who does that in the NBA? My thing is, what's the benefit? You're not gonna get extra lottery balls. Yeah, they're in the lottery now, but they're not gonna have a 1% chance of getting one of the top 3 picks.
Right.
So what was the purpose? Now Jason Kidd came on last night. He talked about it like sometimes you got to take a step back. He gave the old politically correct shit, but he was pissed off because that's his reputation too. Now you gave up players. I think it was a pick in that too in the Kyrie deal. Kyrie's a free agent, 2nd round pick. Kyrie is a free agent, so he ain't even got to come back.
That is true.
Yes.
So you pretty much you bet it all, and look what happened. And also earlier this week, you heard Cuban mention about Jalen Brunson's old man, how they lost him.
Yeah.
How they lost him. So it's a whole shit show in Dallas.
So let me jump in with the Mark Cuban thing. Mark Cuban, first of all, this is your fault. You lost Brunson. You could have locked Brunson up for much cheaper than he ended up getting in New York. This ain't got nothing to do with his daddy. This got to do with you didn't lock him up when you had a chance to lock him up.
Once his daddy got on the coaching staff in New York, it was a done deal.
No, once Cuban let him reach free agency is where it got messed up. You had a chance to lock him up while he was the Dallas Maverick, while Luka Doncic was hurt. You chose not to do that. You let him get to free agency.
Brunson right-handed, right?
So
No, he left.
No, he
He
left.
left-handed, so
Left-
that means he would have had to take that left hand and sign on the dotted line.
That's
He
true.
wasn't doing that because he knew his daddy was going to New
That
York,
wasn't in
and
the
I'm
works.
going with Pops.
That wasn't in the works until Cuban didn't sign him. When Cuban didn't sign him with the chance he had to give him an extension, that's when that started working out.
Yeah,
That's when his
I
dad
get what
went
you're
to New
saying.
York. That's
Lock him
when
up before he get into free agency
Yes,
and all
so
of that.
that's Cuban's
But
fault. You can't blame his
I don't
daddy.
think Brunson was going regardless.
Even if he's a free agent, I don't think he had a plan on signing anyway.
Yeah.
His daddy was already in his ear. He already knew what was in the works down the line.
Now,
That's Cuban's fault.
wasn't this
Cuban
team in the
locked him
Western
up
Conference
before he got
Finals last year?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Western Conference Finals.
Just that quick.
So here's
And
and just like that.
like that.
And just
Just like
that.
that. But here's the thing too. If you're a competitor, Jason Kidd is a competitor. Mark Cuban should be a competitor. What are you telling the locker room when you probably wasn't gonna make it, right? Because you're not that good of a team. However, you at least got to go for it. There's 2 games left. If you don't make it, then you go out trying. You don't say, "Hey, Kyrie and the rest of Wood and all y'all ain't playing. We got 2 games left, but y'all ain't playing." Luka, you only gonna play the first half because it's Slovenia night or something like that, or whatever it was. That's the reason he only played one quarter.
1 quarter. He didn't play the first
You
quarter.
can't give up like that. If you invested in Kyrie and Kyrie is out there healthy, you healthy scratch starter,
And he been balling.
and
He been
balling.
balling.
Okay,
You
now let's
healthy
talk
scratch
about
starters,
that.
and you didn't
So,
even go for
Let's
it.
talk about that though.
Can't do that, man.
Kyrie comes from the shit show that was going on up in Brooklyn. You know, everything was surrounding him.
Yeah.
But he comes to Dallas and he just balls out.
Did his job.
He's quiet. Now he had one thing where he said something, you know, in the media about to a fan. Yeah. But that's a player. That's
Right,
a player. Any one of us would have been like, man,
Yeah, he could have passed for that.
GFY. You know, he could have passed for that. But otherwise, he has been balling. And as you turn the page, who's the one that wasn't balling?
The crybaby.
Oh, Durant?
No.
Luka?
Luka wasn't
crybaby.
balling, bro. He wasn't balling.
Well, Luka missed it. He missed a few games.
He missed some games with injuries, but he wasn't that dude like you say he is. I'm
He's
gonna throw
been-
that back at him.
Yeah.
You know,
I-
Mr. Bird
Larry Bird
coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, we ain't forgot about that.
I see
But-
where y'all going with it. I
Yeah,
see.
So
yeah.
Tag
Luka-
team, y'all the Road Warriors
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
All right.
But
Y'all got it.
look at it. Real talk. This ain't Kyrie's fault, man. If y'all want to put this blame on Dallas, if y'all want to put it on Cuban,
What?
if you want to put it, this is not Kyrie's
Say that
fault.
again. Not
This is
you.
not Kyrie's fault. Hey, hey man, I'm firm, I'm fair. I'm fair. This is not Kyrie's fault. Kyrie balled out from the time the trade deadline hit until last night when they sat him out. Kyrie is balled out. It's not his fault. If Luka stops crying to the refs and plays a lick of defense, I'm not saying Kyrie does, but what I'm saying is, if you're the leader, if you're the star of the team, and you're supposed to be the leader, Tim Hardaway was absolutely right. They ain't got no lead on the damn team. Their best players are not the lead.
That's true.
So you don't don't nobody follow y'all on the
I
defensive
didn't know he
end.
said that.
Yeah,
yeah,
Tim
he
Hardaway,
said.
senior said.
He said. They said they don't
They don't have a
leader.
leader.
Kyrie's not a leader. Luka's not a leader.
Right.
They don't have a leader.
When do
Wow. To
we
me-
start blaming Luka for those teams' failures, like we do any other superstar who teams fail? Right? When do we start blaming Luka? Now we can like him and like his game and all that, but you're in that spotlight. You're the man. It's your team. Your team is losing again. When we start blaming Luka?
Bro, you gotta
When do we keep him on the same level?
you blame Luka, but at the same time, you have to blame the organization as a whole.
I said Cuban. I
You
said
have to
Cuban.
blame the whole organization.
Yeah, Cuban don't get a pass. You're right. Cuban don't get a pass.
So I think, but not a question
Making the
is
decisions.
not a question is what do you
don't take hit for?
right? But what do you do with that team? Like, who can you pair Luka with? You lost Brunson, Porzingis wanted out. Like, what is it? Is it really about Luka?
Yes.
Like they can't play with him because Cuban is being the type of owner he is, right? He kind of got that. He loves his players. He's that hands-on type owner. He has this superstar in Luka, of course. I mean, number-wise, stat-wise. You got to the Western Conference Finals last year. Now the whole thing is just falling apart. I don't see Kyrie coming back.
So I'm gonna make a comparison. This isn't an even comparison, nothing like that.
Hmm.
But it kind of reminds me of Westbrook. when it seemed like Westbrook didn't fit nowhere because of the style of ball that he played. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook had the ball. Westbrook ran everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything almost had to go through him.
Right.
I kind of feel like that with Luka. It's like everything got to go through Luka. Who you pair him with? Because when you look at Westbrook, the only time he really paired with somebody when all three of them was together in Oklahoma City. When he went to Washington, he was with Bradley Beal. They really didn't mesh.
So for Luka,
one had to be out.
For Luka,
that's what it is.
For Luka to strive, he needs a legit big. And when I say that, somebody like Embiid, Embiid,
Vooch,
Joker,
Vooch.
Yeah, I think because he needs a big. He doesn't need somebody that's out there in his space.
Exactly.
In his space. He don't need somebody bumping heads with him. He needs somebody that's
free
throwing down.
You don't need an Embiid that's going to need the ball then. You're talking about somebody like somebody that can step out and shoot. Like, I agree with that. Vooch.
No, Embiid and Harden working out.
But Harden is a point guard. Harden is not a.
He wasn't always
Luka
that.
Is a,
right. He
like
wasn't always
2 or
that.
3. Like Luka is a.
I think he'll strive.
Harden wasn't always that.
I think
he's a point guard.
I think he'll strive with the Joker. If Luka and the Joker were together.
No.
Yeah.
They both need the ball too much.
No, bro.
Luka needs the ball, dog. You got to have somebody
Joker
that can play
don't
off
need the ball from as soon as you pass the ball in all the way down the court. Luka needs that ball.
Luka needs the ball. So you got to have a big that can. I agree with a Vooch
step
type.
out.
You don't need a dominant Joker or an Embiid. You need a Vooch.
Vooch ain't finna give you 25 and 10.
No, but I'm saying he can.
You need a 25 and 10 type guy.
He's not in the way. Joker and Embiid is going to be in Luka's way.
The ideal person that Luka could play with would be KG.
KG. He retired.
I'm just saying. I said ideal. Ideal player
somebody
is
like
KG.
That,
somebody like that.
No, TB right. I think Vooch.
Somebody like
that's
that.
Probably that would be like a big man like that.
Yes.
Running pick and roll. He can pop out.
He's not in the way. Like Embiid and Joker, you gotta incorporate them in the offense, which takes the ball out of Luka's hand.
Right.
You can't. But that's too much.
Because Christian,
but a guy like Vooch,
you can
him. You can do a guy like Vooch. He can step out and shoot, pick and roll, whatever, pick and pop. He's not in Luka's way.
So again,
Embiid, he's averaging 30. He needs the ball. Joker, he can put up a triple-double, true, but he's not dominant as Embiid. But he needs the ball. Like Luka, got to be a guy that can.
But you got to sacrifice your game if you really want to win.
So again,
you
got to sacrifice something.
Okay, well, you got to improve your game and play.
Does it fall back on Luka?
Yes,
it definitely does.
Everything falls back.
But the way that team was built this year and bringing in Kyrie, it definitely didn't. I don't know what they were thinking about. I'm gonna put it on the same level as when they brought Westbrook to the Lakers. It's not. It doesn't fit. It wasn't a good fit. And to Kyrie's defense, Brooklyn was balling before he asked for the trade. He was balling out. Brooklyn was up to the 3 seed or something like that. They still a 6 seed. They still in the playoffs.
He jumped up and asked
but because of Kyrie is why they were where they were, because KD missed a lot of games.
Yeah.
So then he asked out, but now Kyrie is getting the brunt of this. Like again, because he went to Dallas. But when he was in Brooklyn, before that trade, I think they were all the way up to 3.
This is not Kyrie.
That's why the trade happened, because he was balling. He was being that dude again.
Well, he demanded the trade.
And he demanded the trade because it was at the right time. I'm balling. Everything is looking good.
He felt like his value.
The value and went back up. Come get me.
So do the Mavericks resign?
They got
no.
They got you.
Unless it's a sign of trade.
You
got to be a sign of trade.
You have no choice. If you let Kyrie, if you traded the team, and let's say it started with Porzingis 2 years ago, now you let Brunson, Finney-Smith, and all them go.
Right.
If now you let Kyrie walk out the door,
you blew up your team.
You didn't blow up the team. Luka's there by himself. Pretty soon he gonna start crying. Look, either do something or I'm out. So Mark Cuban, this is on you. This is not on you. We can. The only reason I'm blaming Luka because you're the superstar, and any other superstar is gonna get the blame for their team failures, just like Joker is about to get when Denver gets popped. You got it. Luka should be the same on the same.
So they're gonna get popped.
They're gonna get popped.
Barkley guaranteed.
They're gonna get popped.
They was going to
guaranteed.
They're gonna get popped.
Guaranteed.
They're gonna get popped. But and the coach know it too. That's why he calling them soft. It's a setup for failure. But that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is, Luka, if you Mark Cuban, you have to sign Kyrie. You have to sign.
No, you can't. You can't say you have to because
let him walk out the door.
But if it doesn't fit, why would you invest? Why would you invest more money in it and into a shit show that failed? They went from 6 all the way out.
I agree.
So why you gonna bring them back?
Well,
Because
That
you
makes
need
sense.
him. Number
They
one.
went-
Number
they
two, you
went-
just got to go out and get some defense.
they went from 6 to out because they can't guard water.
Right.
That's what it
Right.
is.
They got rid of all their
Your
defensive
superstars,
players.
Olay.
Bringing
to
back
the-
Kyrie ain't gonna make him no better.
I'm just
Well, it's
saying.
gonna make them worse
So
offensively.
But
you had other pieces.
You got to
around
show up
Luka
some
and Kyrie.
defense.
Go get
'Cause
some defense.
I'm with Kev. You don't blow up. You don't blow up a team. You get rid of the
Have
pieces
to
that
sign
you
him.
get.
Kyrie
For
Irving
him
is
for
not.
half
Let me
a
tell you
not
something.
even half a season, a quarter of the season, and then just let it walk.
Let me tell you something.
Can't do
Kyrie
that.
Irving is not the type of person you want on your team unless he wants to be there. He
Yeah,
wants to go to
that's
LA. Point blank period.
No.
He publicly said it. It's going to
100%.
either be, and I'm going to tell you who the dark horse. It could be the Clippers if the Lakers don't bring him in. Westbrook a free agent. They need a point guard.
What is he gonna do over there?
What do you do
With Paul
everywhere?
George, with Paul
What do you
George,
do everywhere?
son?
They need a ball
So
handler.
you're gonna bring him in to outshoot Kyrie. Leonard and George.
But first of all,
Well-
Leonard only going to play 40% of the games anyway, so
Hey,
he's going to eliminate.
Kyrie ain't guaranteed to play the full
Paul
season.
George going to get hurt too.
okay, so
What about?
let's understand
what about
this.
Kyrie?
Let
About
Kyrie come
Kyrie.
down and pull up a three, and Leonard and Paul George sit there.
let me let you understand this about Kyrie. Kyrie is one of the best closers in the game.
No
I
doubt.
definitely agree.
So
No doubt.
you need
I
him
definitely agree.
for that purpose. Because ask LeBron
He's leading the league.
Ask
in fourth quarter
LeBron.
scoring, by the way.
about the closer that he is. He
I
closed out a game, bro.
I think that's a shot at LeBron. But go ahead.
That's not. I'm not.
It's just true. It's just true.
It's just true.
No.
He's one of the biggest closers in the game.
And
bro.
Quiet kept.
He can close out a game.
He's one of the top. DeRozan's in there too, by the way.
Yeah.
I throw that in.
Yeah.
One of the top fourth quarter scorers in the league. It's Luka, Kyrie, DeRozan, Gilgeous, through OKC, and somebody else, like the top
Yeah.
fourth quarter.
I think my boy was in there, Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
I think Jaylen Brown was in there.
Before you go ahead, I do want to say the Bulls highlight of the season. When it came across the screen, it said the Bulls eliminated Dallas. Highlight of the season,
Oh,
baby.
my
Highlight of the season.
Oh,
The
my
Bulls
goodness.
eliminate Dallas. I
Well-
said, what?
Well, it helped when Dallas quit.
Well, since
But I
we
guess
since
that's
we own
neither here
it,
nor there.
Bulls in the play-in.
Bulls are in the play.
Oh.
Bulls in the play-in. You know what? I cannot figure the Bulls out for shit.
No.
Like they'll go out and beat Philly and Milwaukee and Boston. And then they'll lose to like Atlanta and the
Orlando.
Spurs and Orlando. Like I can't
Right.
figure them out for nothing. I
So you
cannot
know
figure
what?
them out.
You know what it is? The Bulls. It's kind of like Kevin said. It's kind of like Tim Hardaway said. They ain't got no true leader on that team, bro.
I agree with that.
They ain't got nobody who
I
gonna
agree
get up in
with
somebody's
Well-
face and say, "Hey, look, dude."
That's Pat Bev right now.
And
Stop.
you know
Oh,
what?
my
And they don't. Nobody takes him
Who the hell
serious.
gonna listen to him?
But
But
like,
he tell the truth. He
Why would you
will
listen to
get
him?
that
He
I'm
done
just
been,
saying.
he done been on 6 teams in 7 years.
I'm just
But the
saying,
thing
bro.
is that-
Why would
That's
you
your
listen to him?
close. That's your
But
close.
think about the teams he's been on.
That's your
Listen-
closest to
listen
the
to
leader.
him and see how far you go.
But he telling them what they really need to do to win. If you think about it, even though he been on 16, Pat Bev been on some teams at some crucial times. When he's
He
with the
has
Clippers.
Yeah.
Dude, he telling them right. You gotta fucking play defense. You gotta show up. You can't lag off.
He's right, but why would they listen to him? Did you just get waived?
That's true.
Like, dude, look, hey man,
Come
look,
on, man. It's a
That's
lot.
true.
It's a lot of cats to get waived, kid.
I'm just saying, man.
Hey man,
No,
Pat Bev,
from the
I'm
business
shot, man.
standpoint.
No, but you
He got a
can't.
reason to play now.
You can't
For
expect
the shot.
somebody to come in with only a quarter to
Yes.
season doesn't be to come the leader
Yes.
Yeah.
of the locker room.
I know.
That's it. And that's
Agreed.
if he's the leader, that's it.
Right.
But I'm just saying,
But that's what they missing, bro.
they are missing a leader. It's a lot of teams in the league that are missing a leader, and that gets them over the hump.
I do agree with that. Just because
And
you're the
it ain't
superstar don't
necessarily
make you a
gotta be-
leader.
Exactly. And necessarily got to be superstar.
You're the
Ain't
most
necessarily
talented
gotta be
player.
the
No,
score.
Because your man from
You know what I'm
Miami
saying?
been the leader of that team for
Oh,
how many years?
the difference
But
with
two
Haslam
games
is Haslam will get up in their face, put hands on them. They
Those
scared
are
of him.
facts.
Yeah, don't be surprised if that Jimmy Butler thing is over in Miami. I
Haslam
wouldn't be
is
shocked.
a monster.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Haslam that
definitely
dude.
for the ball.
This 401k banging in Miami. He's been there forever.
Man, he got
So 9 and 10 game, y'all brought it up. 9 and 10 game. That's at Toronto, correct?
Yep.
Just the Bulls are 10. Toronto's not.
Yeah, they go to Toronto Tuesday.
Bye bye
Think so?
Toronto. Bye bye Toronto, bro.
Not winning in Toronto.
Man, why
I
not?
think
They had a better chance winning if it was in Chicago.
I think the Bulls win
Not winning
Tuesday and they
in
lose to whoever the 7-8 win is.
Who was 7-8? Atlanta and
Then they just said Atlanta and
Whoever
Look it
you
up
think
for
out
us. Look it
there.
up. I know he got.
No.
You know he know.
Damn it. Not the Knicks.
DJ
The
Nichols.
Knicks finished 6th.
No, it's Knicks 5th.
Knicks
Brooklyn,
5th.
Brooklyn
Hey,
6th.
Brooklyn 6th. So
y'all
7
should've
in
mentioned that
Atlanta.
name.
Where's Indiana?
Y'all mentioned that name, bro.
Indiana out. Who?
New York. You gotta watch out, boy.
They got to play Cleveland.
I like them.
bro.
But they got Cleveland at 4-5.
Okay.
Cleveland at
Stop.
4-5.
Watch them.
Stop.
Donovan Mitchell.
Watch.
Stop.
Have you seen Cleveland healthy?
You see
Stop.
the Knicks the other day without Randall and Brunson?
Yeah, but they ain't beating Cleveland.
There's
Come on, man.
Randall Healthy.
They ain't beating Cleveland.
Hey.
Randall be back.
Yeah.
Hey, what
Him
you
and
just
Brunson.
do?
Yeah.
How about
Bye-bye.
But
They
yeah,
might go
I
seven.
think
Now, they might go
I think
seven.
Anybody want to place a wager?
that might go 7 though. Now they might go 7.
Anybody want to place a wager?
Cleveland.
Knicks Cleveland?
Knicks Cleveland.
Stick?
Stick.
You got the
Bet.
Knicks.
Say the
I'll
word.
take the Knicks. That's
Say the
dark
word.
horse. I
Bet.
just said the stick.
Bet.
The stick.
It's
The
on.
word is bet.
It's on.
Let me reiterate it. Bet.
Bet.
It's on.
I got Cleveland.
Now I don't trust you. Every time I bet with you, something go wrong. I'm gonna leave it with luck. I'm gonna leave it with luck. Every time I bet with you, it just go. Everything goes. The bet goes haywire. I lose. If I want to bet you, I'm gonna just bet luck.
Pat calling the kettle black.
So-
go ahead.
I'm just gonna call bet luck.
You think the Bulls gonna
I think
win?
the Bulls. I think they win Tuesday.
Donovan Mitchell put him on.
I think they lose. I think they win Tuesday, then they lose the 2 of the 7 they win.
I want to know who that 7-8
No.
was, man. Pat, what you
I
think?
just had it.
I don't know who it is. I was waiting for Telly to
No.
tell us, man.
About Tuesday's game, Toronto.
Tuesday game against
I think
Toronto.
I think the Bulls pull it out.
That's Toronto.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh,
Well, we don't expect for you to ride with us anyway, Cam.
oh, wait.
Why would we expect for you to think any Chicago team don't win somewhere
The
else?
7-8 is
Chicago, I would say the Bulls.
Miami, Atlanta.
Yeah, Miami.
Miami.
Miami and
It's
Atlanta.
Miami.
We already know the Bulls have to play Miami.
Oh, it's one game. Jimmy gonna
Yeah.
kill them. It's one game. Jimmy gonna kill them.
Yeah, that's why I say I think they
God,
win.
And you know he gonna kill them.
They
Just
win. They
because.
win the first one,
So
lose the
Miami
second one. Then they gotta start making decisions on what to do. The
Miami.
Bulls after this, they gotta make a decision.
We told y'all
Well,
what to do last summer.
Yeah,
Y'all didn't want to
shake
listen.
it up, man. It's like both of them can't coexist.
hey, listen, I was listening
Rosen
to
was
Talk
gonna see what
Radio
he asked for a trade.
the other morning. Read
They
the
just
word.
paid Zach, so you know he ain't going nowhere.
They said the Bulls front office ain't no better than Gar and Paxson right now.
They're not.
Those are
I
facts.
said, golly.
Those are facts.
They damn near the same.
Those are
Hey,
facts.
I disagree.
Those are facts. What
totally
have
disagree.
you done to improve
I
the
said
team
that's
other
a
than-
strong statement now.
Here's what happened with the Bulls. What I think part of it is, remember last year when they were like top 4 or 5. They were one of the hottest teams in the league. Everybody was hyped about them. I think going into this year, they could have made more improvement, but other teams improved. Cleveland got Donovan. New York got Jalen. Like other teams just got a lot better. Now they were inconsistent, and it could be that Billy Donovan lost the locker room. That could be it as well. Remember, they definitely wasn't banking on Lonzo Ball missing 2 years, and Caruso's missed a lot of games as well.
Right.
It's been a lot, so I'm not going to blame that front office. On paper, it's not a bad team.
So I got a question. You say other teams got better.
All
Right, since last year. What did you do, Chicago Bulls?
They didn't do anything.
To get
Everybody
better.
know that.
They thought they could run it back.
Right. I sat in this very room and told y'all, do not run it back. Do not sign Zach LaVine. Sign and trade him. So go get shooters. You put them around DeRozan. Maybe you get another score. Do what you got to do. They ran it back. Ball missed another year. At the trade deadline, you still didn't do nothing to improve the team. Vujicic is a free agent. You did not re-sign him. You say, oh, they're going to re-sign him. Well, when? Now you didn't let the man get the free agents. You never brought no shooters in. You got exposed against Milwaukee last year in the playoffs for not having shooters. What did you do? You didn't go out and get a shooter. So how is this not Gar and Paxson like? Like how is it not?
I'm not.
How's it not? You didn't improve the team. You knew what you needed, and you didn't go out and get it. That's Gar Paxson like.
Hey, man.
So I just don't understand.
Man.
How we not looking
LeBron
at it the
Sweets
same way?
Jones just walked into the building.
Drink Sinatra, baby, drink.
He threatened me with a 3-stick minimum right now.
Oh wait, and a surcharge. Don't
And a
forget
surcharge, man. Hey.
that. You can get yours.
we got our lovely sweet Brandy in the house, and we got Big T up in here, man. So this is, like I say, this is Humidor Sports and Cigars, as we bringing you all the latest sports.
Y'all never answer. What did you do though?
We don't know,
I'm not
man.
letting y'all off.
We don't know,
I'm not letting
Kev.
y'all off.
Kev,
What you
I'm
doing
gonna
this
be
summer?
honest.
What you doing this summer, sir?
I'm gonna be this honest. I don't know, and I don't think they know.
They don't.
Let's just keep it real.
So
what you
let's
need,
ask,
man.
are the Bulls a free agency draw, like a free agent?
No.
Is it a
For the city,
No,
yeah.
no.
place they might want to come?
For the
How
city,
many people
Chicago.
in the league want to come in?
Nobody.
I don't know.
For
Is
the
that
city.
is that the curse of Jordan?
But not.
I don't think it's the curse of Jordan. I think it's the curse of the front office of the Bulls organization. Period.
You just got a brand new.
So maybe it's the curse of Jordan because
I don't know,
You
man.
got a brand new front
I
office.
think it's some people that would come here
you got a brand new front office.
if
but
they
at the same
gon'
time,
if they gonna do this. If you gonna pay somebody, they'll come.
one person
But you
they
gotta-
paid so far was
You gotta pick the
Levine,
right person.
right? Levine, the only one that got paid. So
First
far.
But the year they signed
Ball,
Ball, DeRozan,
Rosen, that's
Caruso,
money on the
that
books,
year.
bro.
Yeah.
they
That was
signed.
money. They was dishing out that money.
So
They ain't somebody big name they decide. Everybody uses Bulls for leverage. Melo, Kobe. They
That's a
gonna
good
be around
point.
with them, but they not coming in.
That's a good point.
We the leverage city, man.
Blame the politicians.
Melo was the
man.
closest.
These damn taxes.
Melo was the closest. But seriously, I think this is just my personal opinion. I think you're gonna lose Vooch.
oh, that's definitely gonna happen.
I think DeRozan behind the scenes, he's not gonna go public. He's gonna ask for a
You've
trade.
been saying that for a while.
He's gonna do it. I got a couple years left. I'm 35. I gotta go.
He want to go to a contender.
He
Yeah.
really wanted to go to the Lakers, but I just kept. He was gonna take a low market deal to
He
do
want
it.
to come home. He want to go home. He want to go back to LA.
And I mean, that's always a kid's dream to play for your home team.
Yeah.
And the Lakers always been damn near every kid's dream team
Yeah,
at one time.
especially if you
One
from
point,
out-
like,
And
You
you
from
from
out
LA?
there, yeah.
Come on, he went to
So-
UCLA, right?
So
DeRozan,
What you-
No.
no, he went to USC.
Yeah,
Okay, USC. I knew it was one of
so
them.
what y'all doing? Y'all rebuilding?
Kev, how
I mean,
can
it's
I
like
say
the
this to you?
20th rebuild.
We
I'm
don't
just
To
saying,
answer
like,
your question, we don't.
I think it
fucking
starts
know.
with
it's like
We
the
don't
20th
know, man.
it's gonna be the
It starts
20th
with
benchmark.
it starts with firing. I think Donovan's gone. They're gonna agree to part ways.
That's bad.
They just
man.
re-upped it though. You know that, right?
Yeah, but they're not gonna like come out and just fire him. I think they're gonna agree to part ways.
Somebody just
I agree
said
with you.
Donovan probably end up back.
Donovan
in the
gotta
college.
go.
I agree with you.
Somebody
on
just said the same
on
thing.
loss to
Donovan
locker
gotta go.
They're gonna move on.
He don't have it. They're not. I agree with you on the loss to locker. Like they
not
don't.
just. I don't think it's just that he lost the locker room. With the players here, I just don't think he's a fit for the team.
But you
Well-
brought these players there knowing he was the coach.
But when he had the point guard,
Ball.
when he had the point guard, that team was OKC with a different flavor.
That year they came out of nowhere. They
did.
started.
They
the year
was-
rolling. And you
man,
was like,
They
man,
came
the
out
Bulls is
game
good.
busters.
Yeah.
The ball went from one side of the court to the other side
Yeah,
and
he
didn't
pushed
touch
In
the floor.
matter
It was
And he was
moving.
in this three.
It wasn't moving. So with a point
They was
guard,
rolling.
Donovan had all his teams. He need that certain prototypical point guard that he likes in his system. And when that went away, his system went to hell.
But why you ain't gonna get him one?
Well, Lonzo Ball was a huge loss.
Yeah,
It
I was.
huge.
It definitely was.
It was huge.
Because they was clicking
Yeah.
really good.
And he's a pace guy. Like Lonzo pushes the ball. Like he
Man, plays defense.
yeah, hell of a defender.
Shot got better.
Yeah. I mean, he was
He
huge.
said this three.
He wasn't averaging like 30 a game or nothing like
No.
that, but
No,
You
he
need him to.
the way he controlled the pace, and like you said, defense. And Caruso, quiet as kept, he's missed a lot of games.
dude, Caruso
A
missed
lot of
damn
games.
near just as much as street clothes.
He's getting up there.
And today,
Well,
Yes.
The time you look up, Caruso was out.
Zion,
So
right.
you got a couple
Right.
Okay.
We got a couple of street clothes.
what about Boston? Now,
That's a resident.
yeah. We know you a diehard Bulls, but you got some love for Boston, right? So
I'm gonna set up
now you know your boy had to get 5 stitches to his hand because he broke a vase at the crib while he was watering his plants. I think his girl threw a vase at him.
Wasn't no domestic violence. That's right.
Hey,
His girl threw a vase at him.
So he was watering the plants, and all of a sudden the base broke.
because out of all their NBA players, I never heard any of them say they had a great time.
Not nan one.
I heard
Right.
musicians.
Not one.
Fashion.
Right.
I never heard anybody say they had a green thumb, so I don't know what was
So
up
he
there.
broke a vase.
But he's supposed
caught
to be ready
five-
for it.
five
He only got 5
stitches.
stitches, so he should be ready for the play.
Our ball
Okay, he got another
is
week,
Boston
2
the
weeks.
team to beat in the East?
No.
Because now remember,
No.
out of all 32 teams,
I like Boston.
it don't matter where they play. They can win on the road or at home.
That's facts.
Like,
So,
Boston don't care. They clearly
so
didn't
when it
go
comes
for number
from the East, man, Boston is my squad. I still say they're the team to beat. But then again, if I'm gonna keep it real 100 being a hooper, I'm gonna say no. Because the East is still wide open to me. You still got Philly. You still got Philly. You still got Milwaukee.
You mentioned Philly before Milwaukee.
You just gonna let that slide?
Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
Before Milwaukee,
They got possibly the league MVP player.
he is the league MVP.
Oh, okay.
They
then.
don't have the best.
Okay
the,
then.
the
Okay.
best, the best team in the East,
Allegedly.
It's
when
who?
healthy,
It's who?
is Milwaukee.
No.
I think Boston.
When
Boston is the best. when they
Boston is
healthy.
still better than Milwaukee. to me.
No.
Boston is the
no.
deepest
The
team in the
deepest and the
NBA.
role players are better.
Boston
than
is
these guys.
deep.
Crowder. What's the left hand cat they got from? He been hurt, but he back. The left hand cat they got from Utah.
the
Australian.
the white guy. I keep
They
forgetting
got
his fucking
him.
name.
They got Crowder. See the moves Milwaukee made. You're gonna see them playing out in the playoffs. Boston is deep, no doubt. I can't argue that point. When healthy, right? They're deep. But Milwaukee is deep too. I'm telling you, you're gonna see the Crowders. You're gonna see. I'm telling
Well,
y'all gonna see this playing out.
Boston is deep.
They need Middleton help.
Defensively, they're deep.
They deep.
Offensive side, they not deep, bro.
Milwaukee,
Are
you
you crazy?
crazy?
Man, you crazy?
Not Milwaukee. I'm talking about Boston.
Are you
That's
crazy?
what I'm talking about.
No, they not.
Yeah. Why they not?
Because
Brogdon, dude,
I'll give you
Boston got
Brogdon.
a squad.
I'll give you
Brogdon.
Brogdon.
he gonna be
Who's your next scorer off the bench after Brogdon?
Williams?
Yeah,
Who?
big head
With-
dude.
With the nose?
Williams.
No, the light skinned cat.
The
Williams.
head
With the
thing.
nose from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
Tennessee.
stop it, man.
Grant Williams. That's
Grant Williams.
Stop. I'll pick up TB before him.
Whoa, hold on now.
What?
Yeah.
Mr. Gotabody up there. Hey, whoa, hey, Tony.
Come on, man.
I don't.
So they got Grant Williams, who they chose not to be signed, by the way. I don't know why they did.
I wouldn't have signed him either.
The key to them is to get big man.
He
If
gotta
Robert Williams can
Yeah,
play,
Williams.
if he plays,
Robert Williams is.
He got to
They
be
go as far as Robert
if
Williams.
he
stay.
plays,
That's what it is.
And he better
they
play
stay
against
hard,
Giannis.
man.
He better
Yeah.
play against Giannis.
you got Marcus
If.
Smart.
If
You got Marcus Smart, Jalen Brown,
And
Robert
old
Williams.
man still-
Defensively,
Old man
Al
still
Horford
ball.
still is a good
Al Horford
defender.
still ball.
Brogdon
You
solid
still got to
defense.
defend him.
Brogdon can
Okay.
score better than Marcus Smart.
Marcus
So
Smart,
Brogdon at the point can score better.
Marcus Smart is
Marcus
like
Smart.
putting sweets on the basketball court.
What?
I mean, they be
Oh,
talking about
Marcus
he
Smart been balling.
like he the stopper and all of that, dude. You
Marcus
saw
Smart
him-
is smart.
So,
You saw him fade and
Oh,
disappear.
man.
He
Wait a
disappeared. He
minute.
disappeared
Time
last
out.
year,
Time out.
and then
Time
Golden
out.
State. He disappeared.
one time out. The Marcus Smart you see through the season is not the Marcus Smart to show for playoff.
Well, that one that showed up in the finals, I don't know who that was.
But him and
He
You
Tatum,
was
say that about
They
Jason
just got
Tatum.
outplayed.
him and Tatum faded in the
Hey, in the
They got
playoffs,
outplayed.
he was looking real unfamiliar.
Man, y'all ain't gonna be sitting up and disrespect my squad.
Look, man, I like Boston, but Milwaukee is clearly the better team.
No, that's on
And,
that's in your
and I'm not
opinion.
saying
It's
it
an
won't go
opinion.
7
It's
because
an opinion.
you got to look at it both ways, y'all. Boston can go to Milwaukee and win,
They up there
but
with
Milwaukee can go to Boston and
They
win.
up there if Middleton if Middleton plays, but
Let me ask you something.
That's huge.
Middleton needs bad slides.
But
So
Let me ask you something.
he
that's,
can't stay on the court
that's
either.
huge. That's
Who,
huge.
who went to East Conference last year?
Boston.
Oh, but they was Milwaukee was clearly the better team last year too,
No,
right?
they wasn't because Middleton was hurt. Middleton was out. Remember?
Middleton
got
needs
hurt
all
in the
that
Bulls
stuff.
series, and that was
Well,
in
I'm
the
gonna tell you
first
right now, if you say Robert Williams for Boston, Milwaukee is Middleton.
round. Okay, so they got to be
That's
healthy.
true.
They both got to be healthy. Can we agree on that? They both for both teams. Those
And-
two players got to be healthy.
When
Or
you
it's a wrap.
look
But
at
I don't-
you
know
at
what?
Williams
It's a wrap.
and Middleton's medical record, it looked like a rap sheet for somebody that's in the pen.
Both of them definitely. Neither one of them can stay on the floor. But when Williams out there,
Well,
man,
Williams
Boston
is always the same thing. It's always his knee.
It's
Right.
the same thing
It's
with him.
always-
Middleton.
Middleton
Middleton.
had hamstrings,
Hand
knees,
injuries.
Where's his knee now?
hand
It's
injuries.
back to his knee.
It's knee now.
But clearly, Middleton is more of a key for Milwaukee than Williams is.
Right.
Oh no, you don't need Williams against
I
Giannis.
think Williams anchors that
Boy,
defense.
last year, it was the same two players out.
Yes.
And
Well,
they
Williams
still
kept going
bumped.
every other
They
game.
still
Middleton was
bumped.
out.
They
Right.
no,
Middleton was out. Period.
Williams was out. He
Williams.
didn't play last year.
No, yes, he did. He
No,
kept
he
going.
didn't.
He was going every
Yeah,
other
he
game.
was in and out.
He was going every other game. Middleton was out. Middleton got hurt during the Bulls series. and
Okay,
was out
Kev.
for the playoff.
We in the East. I'm gonna ask this question. If they don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals,
Who this?
does the coach get the hook?
Who you talking about?
Philly.
Doc,
He just wanted. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
It's
you
a
just
question.
wanted-
The people out here want to know, man. The people
No,
want
you
to know.
want to know.
I think they agree to part ways.
Yeah.
That's always the nice way. They don't fire the veteran coaches like that. They may agree to part ways.
Hey,
Daryl Morey.
the owner
Yeah.
need to put his Timbs in the freezer and kick him in his funky ass out of town. Period.
You just want Doc fired personally.
No,
But
No.
I will say this.
no.
I will say this. You got Harden.
When are you gonna put the blame on him? You got the. You just said it.
Well,
You
when
got
you
the MVP,
You do.
and you
got
ain't.
the MVP.
You can't come out of the East.
Bro, but this ain't on Doc, bro. Look, man, at some point, your players have to perform. And I watched Philly all year, and they've been good, but they lose a lot of close games, right or wrong.
Yeah.
That's on the players,
No, they
bro.
ain't.
That
Close
ain't on the
games
damn coach.
are on the
At
coach.
some point, as a professional,
If you getting
you gotta
blown
know how
out,
to win.
that's the players.
If you get blown, you get blown.
That's the players. If close games and you keep losing the close games,
But if the player
or
turns the
somebody
ball
keep
over, how's
coming
that?
back when you got a 3-game lead and they keep coming back on you, that's the coach.
So the players get no blame.
That's the coach.
So Chris Paul and them didn't get blamed with the Clippers.
I don't know.
Really didn't get blamed. So how's that?
If you can tell me wherever Doc went, his coaching didn't get him fired.
No, your players turn the damn ball over. How about that? Your players
Lefty.
don't play D.
I
How about
Lefty.
that? You can't win close games,
Lefty.
bro. How's that?
That's,
Why is it? Y'all gonna put this on Doc? Y'all better put this on the players. Chris Paul in Lob City had everything to do with them blowing the lead than Doc. Doc got the blame for it, right?
He's the
Doc-
coach.
He's gonna get the
You
blame.
got to
in
make
Philly.
adjustments.
But what about your players, man? Your players got to execute. You're a professional for crying out loud.
And
You got to
if your
stop
players-
turning the damn ball over.
if your players don't execute, you as a coach, what do you do?
so,
You
but
sit their ass down and put somebody else
Come
in
here,
there.
son.
You
but
sit
Kev,
down.
Come here,
Okay.
son.
Are they gonna sit James Harden and Embiid and
But
Tobias
Kev,
Harris them down? You know how much money they make?
Kev, the reality of it is though,
You gotta win, bro.
third stop, not being able to go over the top since Garnett now. He's the common denominator.
You gonna put this
So,
on Doc?
okay,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give you a
He
prime.
didn't have some squads, man.
I'll give you a prime
He didn't
example.
have some squads, man.
I'll give you a prime example, kids.
How many
Hold on,
games y'all
hold
saw
on.
Philly
Prime
lose?
example. Budenhauser. He was on his last leg.
Yeah, he was good as gone.
Had the same squad.
Yeah.
He made some adjustments. They
No,
brought
no.
in some other
Hey,
players,
thank you.
and
Thank
then
you. Let's start there.
they
They brought
put-
in Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday
They
for
put-
every
they
blessing.
brought
they
in-
plugged
let's-
in.
yeah,
They
let's
plugged
start
in.
there.
Did some
Okay.
plug,
Okay.
and then his coaching became what? Better.
He had a good
He was
record in
win-
Atlanta.
Come on, bro.
Bro,
He
he had a good record in
was
Atlanta
on his
before he
way
went to
out.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, Budenhauser coach.
He was on his way out, bro.
This Doc
No,
what?
I agree with
This
that.
Doc third season, right?
In Philly?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is third
third
season,
season,
in Philly, right?
yeah.
So
You know, Doc
they-
may
y'all so
going to
good.
just retire.
Y'all so ready to fire Doc, man. Y'all been
I didn't say fire. I didn't
man.
say fire.
Y'all been
But
start looking at these players, man.
the common denominator is
Doc.
he didn't
He gonna take the blame.
have some
I agree.
superstars,
He went.
and he
gonna
got
take
one
the-
ring
He's gonna take the blame.
back with Boston back in the day.
But
He
Philly
couldn't
is not better than Milwaukee.
He couldn't get the Clippers over the top. He's not getting Philly over the top. At some point, they got to fall on Doc's head. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
It's all right,
I'm
man.
just
When
saying.
do the players
Doc
get
will
It
land-
is
Thank
what
you,
it
brother.
is.
Doc will land
Thank you,
another
brother.
job somewhere.
When
bro.
do the play? No, you need to go back to TNT. But when do the players?
Wait
When do
a minute. Wait a minute.
You just said he could
Coach
come.
the TNT, bro.
You put him back in the broadcast booth.
Yeah,
Right.
he
I'm
did.
gonna tell you what should have happened.
Come on, man.
Doc got fired from the Clippers. He never should have took that Philly job. He should have sat out, rejuvenated himself, and went to the right situation.
I agree with that.
Doc got fired. 2 weeks later, the man went to Philly and got hired. He had not rejuvenated. He was fresh off these players. He had to learn and beat them. He never took a break and never got himself together. You gotta take you a break. He didn't do it. And he jumped right into Philly. Now he's gonna take I agree. Unfortunately, he is about to take the blame for them not getting out the second round this year. However, they're not better than Milwaukee or Boston. So this is inevitable. You allow him to lose Harden in free agency because he wants to go back to Houston.
He definitely will.
So now Embiid gonna
Which
look
is the
around like, "Hey,
biggest
Doc,
cop-out in the
what we
world.
doing here?" I'm just telling you, but they're gonna blame
Right.
Doc. I
You
agree.
want it out.
I don't think it's fair,
Harden,
but they're gonna blame
Harden
Doc.
doing that Dame Bradley
He wanna
Beal
go
route.
back.
I
He
don't want
want
him
to
to
go back to Houston.
Right.
I don't care
Why
about
does he
winning.
want to go back to
So-
Houston?
Because Houston let him do
So,
what he want to do. He can go
let
to
me
the
tell
strip
you
club
this.
in America.
Strip clubs are better than
But-
This is why I got the problem with Doc.
You just
This
don't like,
year,
you just don't like.
I'm going to just talk about right now. When he coaches and has Embiid on the block to 19 feet, Embiid, they winning, but then he take his foot off Embiid, and then Embiid is out there jacking up threes, doing one of these.
Then why your point guard don't tell him to get his big ass on the block? You're the point guard. Wave him off. Tell him to
Who's
get
the
his
point
ass
guard?
on the James Harden.
James Harden is.
Who listening to him?
He the point guard. He got the ball. Dude.
He is. That's just like listening to Pat Bev.
No, Pat
No,
Bev.
come
Pat,
on now.
Pat Bev.
Hey,
look,
You can't compare that,
you
dog.
can't compare.
Come on, man.
You can't compare a dude that go
You
0
wrong
for
for
8,
even trying to compare
5
them
straight
two.
games.
I'm not talking skill wise. I'm
talking
talking about.
leadership, period.
I'm not talking.
You talking about a point guard?
I'm talking about
You
leadership.
gonna listen to a dude
I'm
that
talking
go
about
0 for 8,
leadership.
3 straight games?
You gonna listen to a dude that wanted out
Don't do that.
and came in 80 pounds heavy 3 seasons in a row because he wanted out.
He's in shape right now. He's playing his best.
Led
He's
the
leading
league
the league in
in
assists.
assists.
Right.
He's leading
So
assists.
you're the guy with the ball.
He doesn't
You
stay
have
on the
to
floor
tell
either.
him, wait, get his ass on
He's missing a lot of games too.
Well,
Harden's
clearly,
missing a lot of
clearly
He
he's
has,
not
he
listening
has.
to the point guard. So who's next after the point guard?
Okay, well, you got to coach him up.
Embiid.
I bet you listen to Pop. I bet you Pop be like, dude, get your ass
You're
off the
making
line.
my point.
Get down. We're going to feed
You
you.
making my point.
Okay, so,
So Doc,
So he not listening
grow
to
up
his
here.
coach.
Grow up here.
Coach, tell
I
him.
think their issues are defensively more than on the offensive end. I think it's defensively. It's no way. Embiid needs to be more aggressive on the defensive side.
He be
There's
trying
no
to stay
way-
in the game and stay out of foul trouble.
Right,
I watch
he does.
him.
He
I
does
watch him.
get in foul trouble a lot. But
And
you
where
have
did,
Tobias
where did he
Harris
get
is-
his fouls at?
Tobias Harris is a big letdown. I mean, he started
Big
out
letdown.
balling.
Before you go to your comment, where did he get a lot of his fouls at? He get caught in the pick and roll. Now he think he can guard the guard.
No.
He out there doing this to the guard
No,
and
he-
then get ticky tack fouls.
No, he
Come
averages.
on, man.
He averages about 2 or 3 charges a game.
Yeah, that's it.
Embiid run you over.
But all right,
Doc
right.
is gonna be the fall guy. Okay, y'all want me to agree with that? Cool. He's gonna be the fall guy. Okay, but I agree. They won't fire him. It'll be Daryl Morey say some.
Right, you got
We had a
to part
meeting.
ways.
Part ways.
Right.
Okay. Come on back to TNT, Doc.
all right. Let's go out west. Where y'all want to start at?
Right there.
But
Right
there's
there
a lot of
behind.
storylines.
Right there behind
There's
us.
a lot of storylines.
People start well.
Hey,
It
right
don't
there
matter.
behind us.
It don't matter. I know where you want to go.
Well,
Go
let's
ahead
go.
with it.
Let's go five through 8. That's the bunch up.
All right, 5 through 8. Because man, it's like you could throw a rock in the wind and it's gonna change the standings.
Well, none of them can fall below 8, so they all in.
Right.
So going in.
All
going
4
in,
teams in.
can we say this? Going into tonight and tomorrow, I think the bulk of the games are tomorrow.
Everybody play at 12:30.
Golden State and the Clippers are tied for 5th.
But the Clippers got the tiebreaker, so the
Yeah,
Clippers are 5.
So
Okay.
go
The
State
Lakers-
6.
The Lakers and
Pelicans
are tied for 7th.
No, the Lakers got the tiebreaker, so the Lakers are 7. The Pelicans 8,
8.
Lakers 7, Golden State 6. The Clippers
So
are
the
5.
Clippers got the
So Clippers on
season
it.
over Golden
Clippers
State.
So,
got it over Golden
The
State.
Clippers,
So Clippers finished.
The
5th.
Lakers got the
the
tiebreaker
Clippers
over
played the
Golden State.
Trailblazers tonight.
Yeah, that's done. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
So they ain't already put Dame on the.
So they
On the
5th.
shelf.
Game done.
So they 5th. Okay, so 6 is Golden State. Who Golden State play tomorrow?
Golden State tomorrow.
It's not a tough game. It's not a tough game at all.
Oh man, it's a lot of damn games.
See, people
tomorrow.
sit-
Yeah, everybody play tomorrow. It's the
If you
last.
think-
It's
if
the
you
last
think
day of the
locked in,
season.
like if Golden State really wants to be 6,
They play
they
the
play
what?
different.
They play the Blazers.
So who 9th and 10th?
Okay.
Minnesota and
Okay, see.
OKC. Minnesota, OKC.
So let's say the Lakers finish 7th. Who was 8th? Pelicans.
Lakers, Pelicans.
Okay, so that's in LA, correct?
Yeah, that'd be in LA.
Okay. Lakers win. Let's just say that. So I'm gonna stay with 5 and 8 because I was about to go Lakers versus Memphis. But I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna stay 5-8.
Mm-hmm.
The
So-
Lakers got the Jazz again, and I don't think the Jazz gonna sit their players this time.
Why
Yeah,
not?
they are. They done. Conley
Dude,
done
they
for the
said
year.
healthy players
Yeah.
2
Not
nights ago.
Conley.
So now they're gonna
uh,
play tomorrow.
Clarkson.
They're gonna play
Clarkson.
tomorrow.
So-
Come on, man.
You know why? Say GFY LA. Let me give you this.
Utah.
Let me give you this.
So they're gonna play tomorrow.
Utah won lottery
They set
balls.
2 days.
Utah won more lottery
Right.
balls. They need to lose.
Yeah, Clarkson.
I'm
I think
just
they
saying.
said Clarkson too.
Clarkson's done for the. I think Markkin's out too. They're not.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I don't even think healthy. They can
Me
make
as
the
the
Lakers.
owner,
The Lakers
I
finished
stick
7th.
it to them.
Stick it what?
Yeah, I
We're not
think.
even in the playoffs.
I'll run the score up on you
I think the way it's
just to change your seat
and it's in LA.
because I'm petty.
It's in LA.
Stop it. It's in LA.
I think the way it
finished
sits
7th.
right now is how it's going to end up. Clippers.
Then you
5.
got the Clippers versus the Suns.
Yeah. Now,
Suns set everybody.
hold on, y'all.
Suns locked in 4.
Hold on, y'all. Now we done with 5 and 8. Now let's look at the matchups. Let's say everything stays the same. Number 5 versus number 4. Clippers. Phoenix.
Suns are going to be a series.
Yeah, but the Suns ain't got no bench. I keep trying to tell y'all they're not deep.
And-
Durant, if you ever notice when Durant and them are up like 15, you ever
Mhm.
notice they stay in the game?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have to maintain
They
they
got
have
bench.
no bench.
And Paul George is
Clippers are
evaluated this
deep.
week.
Is he back?
They
So-
reevaluate him this week.
Are you sure that
Who?
Paul
LA
George.
Oh wow.
can beat the Grizz?
No.
I didn't tell you they were going to beat. I'm going to the matchup.
This is the question.
If they stay 7,
Everything stays. Can they
Hold on,
beat
bro.
the Grizz?
I got to the 4 and 5. Now you want to skip to 7 and 2? That's cool. Let's do it. The Lakers, right? You see how you jumped
Get the
on
people
4 and
what they
5?
want.
You jumped
Cam.
on 4 and 5.
Get the people what they
you gonna
want.
skip over Golden State, Sacramento?
All right.
We're
So
gonna
you-
come back.
See, I
See, I
Never
knew you
mind.
wanted to get to the
Never
Lakers.
mind.
I knew.
All right. Golden State versus
Right. Let's
Sacramento.
talk about
Blew them off, huh?
Statement game last night.
Sacramento didn't play
About
nobody.
time they won. in a
So
row.
what?
Sacramento ain't playing
Statement
nobody. Everybody's
Statement
sad.
Right. And it's about time y'all won on the road.
Exactly.
then.
I think Sabonis gives Golden State fits.
Agreed.
I think he gives them a
I
fit.
think
Agreed.
Darren Fox getting
Darren
And
Fox
De'Aaron
gonna
Fox
give
is a monster.
Yeah, he gonna give.
And the
him
question
Now-
is Wiggins back?
Now.
Wiggins is on the
Ding,
bench.
ding, 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 ding.
He's
Oh, you're
on
going
the
to need
bench.
Wiggins,
He's on the
sir.
bench.
You
He's
need
on the
Wiggins.
bench.
But
on
you got
the
to
bench.
play.
But come
Hey.
playoffs, I
Hey.
think he'll be back.
Hey,
Yeah, but you got to play, bro. He can play the game. in how
everybody
long?
knows if you playing against somebody that's good and he giving you the business, you got to give him the business back.
Got to.
Can Fox take Steph's onslaught?
Well, he got to run through screen. That's different.
Can
that's a
he
different-
take?
That's
That's
a
a
different.
different.
That's a different
That's
matchup.
a
You gotta
different.
fight
And
through
he
all
got,
types of
and he's
screens
not
just
going to be
catch
guarding.
Steph.
The other cat from Baylor, the rookie,
Okay,
will be
so
guarding stuff
And Steph ain't
Fox
gonna
is-
Steph
Fox
ain't
is
gonna
not
guard Fox.
no,
at all.
Not
no.
Not at all.
I'm not
Stop.
worried about Steph. No, I'm worried about
The
Fox.
defense.
Them trying to run around with them. Poole, Golden State.
Let's start here.
Anybody tripping on
Sacramento is the worst defensive 3 seed you've ever seen in your life. They don't play
Which is
no
why everybody's trying to
defense.
get
That's why everybody want to play them.
Hey, you
Right.
almost
They don't
wanna
play
think,
no
how did they
defense.
get the 3 seed?
And it's a Mike Brown team that
Yeah,
usually
they
plays
don't
defense.
play no
Yeah, they
defense.
have
at all.
that.
So Clay came out and said, "When we healthy, can't nobody beat us." He just said that the other night.
Well, Clay always
Well,
talking. Clay
well,
needs to shut up.
Clay,
Yeah.
yeah, shut up, Clay.
'Cause that ain't true.
And Draymond said this is the Warriors Invitational until we lose. He came out and said that. He said this is the Warriors Invitational until we lose. Okay,
They got a
Draymond, you
point.
arrogant with it. Okay, cool.
Well, they the
You the-
defending
you the
champions.
defending
You're
champs.
supposed to be that way.
But this ain't gonna be an easy run, Golden State. You
Yeah,
might
not
get
at all.
Sacramento. I would pick Golden State over Sacramento.
'Cause
They
we
get the
is-
winner. They get the winner of Phoenix now, right?
Here's the craziest thing in the West, though. It's about 7 teams that could come out of there.
It really is.
Like the top 7 could come out. I don't think the Pelicans have a shot. I think Zion's done for the year. Even though New Orleans been balling lately.
Zion should be done in New Orleans.
Even though New Orleans been balling lately, I don't see them being able to run through the 2-3 series to get out the West. But top 7 from Denver to the Lakers.
I can't
I
see
don't know,
Zach
man.
coming out.
So
Well, yeah,
Still-
maybe. Yeah, you
I
probably
can't see
eliminate
Zach.
Zach. So let's
Zach
just say
can't
6.
come out of there.
okay, so
6 out of-
let's
six
talk
And then I
top
put an
six.
asterisk by Denver.
Let's talk
Oh, you know what,
Best
man?
team in the West all
great
year.
great segue.
Denver been playing kind
The
of
top
slack
team
up
all
right now,
year.
but they
You
still
trust them?
They
won
was
the-
a top team last year.
I'm
What
not
happened to
saying
them?
I trust them. I'm never gonna put my
They
trust
played well last year. They was
But-
top
Yeah,
5
but they
last
ain't been
year.
playing well for a month, and you don't just turn it on in the playoffs. Denver
Yeah,
will
they
match up with who right now? Well,
It
No,
would
not
be the
Pelicans.
Pelicans if it stays. If
Yeah,
both
okay.
the Pelicans
Let's
and the
say the
Lakers make the play.
Pelicans will give Denver a series. I think Denver will win it.
I think
Denver.
it won't go. I don't think it'll go past 6.
Denver. New Orleans is a whole nother beast in New Orleans. But look, Denver's problem is going to be when they run into the second round. Per the usual. They're going to run into the problem.
So what if they start clicking like?
Because they get the win of Phoenix.
What if they start clicking like they used to?
Bye-bye.
They get the win of Phoenix and the Clippers.
They ain't played well in a month.
You know, second round is they get 4-5.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So goodbye. Whoever won this series, goodbye.
That's a tough match.
But they still got the other.
Bro, they haven't
They
played.
still got Joe.
They
Is
still
Joker
got
gonna
Joe.
be back?
Yeah, he'll be back.
And Jamal Murray don't look like the same
Ever
Jamal
since he got
Murray.
hurt, they don't seem like
They
that.
haven't played well in
Now, the other night he was balling the other night.
They coached him.
He got game and he give you spurts, but he is not that dude that
Now,
he was.
coming
now
off-
when they went to the
coming
Western
off a knee.
Finals.
Coming off a knee. Y'all know that takes more than a year to get right. But what I'm saying is,
It's
Denver
more
haven't
so
played well
him
in a month.
trusting.
Mentally.
You got to trust that knee, man, to
Bro.
do the things that you were doing before that, and that's hard for somebody that plays the way he does.
But their coach has been calling them out for over a month now. He finally called them soft, right? He's been calling them out over a month. Now they've had a great record. They've
When
been
your
maintaining.
coach called
They've
you
been
soft, what
yes.
do you do, kid?
So, well, you
Man,
respond.
gotta go out there. You
But what
gotta
I'm saying
ball,
is
man.
they have not
But
played
they
well in
haven't.
a month. And you telling me in the
They
next
haven't
week
responded.
they all of a sudden gonna turn it up. Well, they've been rested too. Joker, they just sitting Joker down. Like Murray didn't play the other night. Like you can't judge them the last
They
two
clinched
games.
the 1 seed a while
But you
ago.
can judge them the last month. They have not played well, bro. Now, if
No,
y'all
they
trust
haven't.
them coming out,
They
God
haven't.
bless you.
They haven't.
What's
And
Memphis?
here's the thing with the 5 through 8 teams right now. They've been in playoff mode for the last month.
They're dangerous.
Yeah.
All of them.
They in playoff mode.
Yeah,
All those teams they've been playing for
Because they've been playing for seed.
and most of them the Lakers had to climb from 11.
Yeah.
And so, to tell you the truth,
You know,
them fools actually scare me.
they
Believe
should.
it or not,
They should.
the Lakers scare me.
They should scare a lot of people.
Hey,
They should scare a lot of people.
because Mr.
When
Street,
AD
Mr.
is
Street
being
clothes ain't been in street clothes lately.
yeah,
He
when
been balling.
AD being AD.
AD been
Now I'm
balling.
gonna tell you,
So Memphis versus
I don't like the
Lakers.
Memphis matchup because I think Jaren Jackson gives him a hard time.
He does.
He does because he can step out and shoot.
But Jackson gets in foul trouble too.
He does.
You can get
But
him in
he's
foul
been
trouble.
balling lately. I give James Jackson credit. He's been staying out of foul trouble. He's been balling. The minute he gets into foul trouble, Memphis fails.
Right, exactly.
But he's been balling, so I got to give him credit. He's been balling. However,
If
Ja's
AD
going to kill
show
the
up,
Lakers. I understand
Oh,
that.
he gonna kill him.
But if Russell shows up and does his thing, AD, now I just saw Steven Adams came back like 2 games ago, I think. So he's back. So that's a big
Yeah,
body
Adams back here.
on AD or whatever. But all these other players that the Lakers got what you just signed for, your Beasleys, your right? Y'all got to step up.
But you used the big word. You said if.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying the players they picked up at the trade deadline now have to come to fruition. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. They have
Yeah.
to ball. Can't be LeBron AD. LeBron is 40 years old. It can't be LeBron and AD. It has to
If
be
this all
these other
plays
guys.
out, Kevin D. Louder. I ain't gonna say your name.
Yeah,
Right
You
now.
know I'm gonna pick the Lakers. I'm
we
gonna
already
know.
ride until they lose.
If the Grizz play the Lakers,
Yes,
that's
sir.
all I want to hear is one word. I don't want to hear no other talk.
Bet.
That's all I want to hear is bet.
Say it.
Sir.
I'll take that
Bet.
action.
Sir, on that
I'll take that action.
Of course you
audience.
will.
A
You're
sticker
Lakers
game,
fan.
I'm a LeBron.
a sticker game, right?
No, we ain't bet no sticker
Oh,
game. We
stick
bet in the
damn
series,
game.
dude.
Serious.
Hey, we gonna bet a game for
Who better say? You might want to bet 3 sticks.
Yeah, that's
Well,
kind of
3 sticks on the
tough,
series.
yeah, man.
So
You said a sticker game.
let's just
It's gonna go
go.
back and forth. We're
Hey,
gonna
sir.
say,
Hey, sir. Hey,
for
it's gonna
sir.
come out to 1 stick.
No.
If
Hey,
it goes
sir.
7 games.
No. So
It's gonna,
Sir.
you need 4 games to win, right? We bet 4 sticks on that series.
No, we're not betting no 4 sticks. Well, I'm not. Nah, I don't know. We're lucky. I'm gonna just bet the series.
4 sticks.
But you
for
owe,
the series.
sir.
4 sticks for the series.
You owe us a stick for the game even happening.
yeah.
Let's
give
start
that.
Okay.
there.
All right, they made it.
Oh,
Okay.
Right. Right.
you
Okay.
bet they
Now,
wouldn't
let's
make the
start.
playoffs?
Yeah,
Hell
you bet
yeah.
they wouldn't get in.
Man,
What were you thinking?
America. Y'all saw that, right?
I was thinking that street clothes was gonna be street clothes.
Yeah.
He surprised
He
me.
didn't catch a hangnail. He when he got his nails done.
And ain't no bigger street clothes in the NBA outside of Zion Williamson, so we can start with that.
No, he's done. He's
Start
done.
with that.
Well, I think AD has something to prove because he played through some nagging injuries when
He
LeBron
did.
was out. And they said that his
He did.
foot been messed up
Yeah.
for a while, and he's playing through it.
Oh,
So yeah, he's been so. But normally he was sick,
His foot,
so that's a.
but
his
he
ankle.
been playing through it.
I mean, he clearly
His
limping up and down
back.
the court some games, real talk.
his neck from the plane
He thought he
ride.
was out. He stayed in the game.
He can't play back to back.
So he been playing through
That's on the medical staff.
He been playing
Now, if I'm him, I'm
he
playing.
been playing through
That's on the
injuries?
medical staff.
He been playing through injuries.
Oh, okay.
This year.
So it's possible that he won't even make it through the playoffs then.
We'll see.
Is that what you wishing?
No. I'm just saying.
It's possible
If
anybody
he
might
been
not make
playing,
it.
no, if he been playing through injuries, now we
Yeah,
know
but
him.
yeah.
So we know he.
I mean, it's
he one twist away from being
The
out.
best
for
player
Well,
on the
your guy
Lakers
out
right
there
now
with
has
the
been Austin
point guard
Reeves.
tearing up his hand.
first of all, Austin Reeves.
The best player on the
Austin Reeves,
Lakers has
though.
been Austin Reeves,
Austin Reeves,
for the last 2 months.
Yes,
ball.
yeah.
He becoming one of my favorites.
Now here's
And he got some
Yeah.
swag to him.
He the
Yes,
new
he does.
Caruso.
He got some swag
Yeah,
to
He
him.
the new Caruso.
He the new Caruso. But here's what I'm
No, he
scared
better
of.
than Caruso.
Here's what I'm
Offensive.
scared of.
No, I mean as far as fan favorite in
Oh,
LA.
yeah.
But they love him, and they got to
They
They
pay.
love
got
him.
about
They got
Caruso
to pay.
now.
But here's the thing. Here's what I'm scared of, Austin Reeves. They're gonna expose him defensively in the playoffs.
He plays
He
defense.
play defense.
Also, he's a good defender.
Bro, they're gonna.
He's
they're
a
gonna-
solid defender. Watch him.
Hey, he better than Luka.
No, Austin is
Well,
he's
he's
a
much-
solid
He's
defender,
much better
man.
than Luka. That's
So-
not
He
disrespectful.
is.
That's not
So
disrespectful.
you're saying
But
when you say good, solid,
I mean, he ain't defensive player of the
he ain't
year.
better than Caruso.
He ain't defensive player of the year,
defensive.
but
he
look,
not sly.
well, let's say this.
He not sly.
He's
Let-
not, he's
let's-
not better
let's
than
say this.
Caruso
Well,
defensively.
first of all, it depends on what team he's going against, who he's going to
Well,
have to guard.
let me
Memphis.
say this.
He
Ja.
He toast.
He wouldn't
Ja.
guard Josh.
Oh, he
D'Angelo
can't.
Russell, D-Lo
Oh,
Josh.
D-Lo.
And he
Yeah,
gon'
right.
he gon'
Oh,
he
he
gon'
toast.
So
have
Bane.
his nice and
So
nice
Bane-
report, and he gonna eat him alive.
Bane gonna kill him.
He would guard Bane.
Man, catch
Oh,
a
man,
shoot.
Bane gonna kill him.
I'm telling you,
He
Reeves.
would guard Bane.
Let me tell you something.
Bane gonna
Reeves,
kill Reeves.
Reeves defensively, he might not be. He's more
Caruso.
athletic. He's more
He's not
athletic than
Caruso.
we know.
He's not Caruso.
Than we really think he is. He's more athletic.
Oh
right?
yeah, he's really athletic.
And he's an effort guy. Like he plays
his
defense
haircut.
hard.
His haircut ain't shit though.
It's
I mean, it's
hard.
definitely it's an accounting.
But he's
It's
finna
clear
get
in
that,
the
he finna
accounting.
get that loot though.
He
But
look,
I'm
he
telling
like
you,
he doing your
I'm
taxes.
telling you,
on
if
the
you watch
15th.
him and you think about and look, watch Darvin Ham as a coach. If you ain't playing defense, that's why
This is
Lonnie
down.
Anderson don't get on the court.
Sit you down.
If you ain't playing defense, you don't play.
He getting those 5 minutes now. They trying to get him back in the lineup.
Yeah, he
now.
just getting in. 'Cause I think Reeves tweaked his knee or something. He got injured, but Lonnie don't play no defense.
I
He don't have you out
He'll
there alone.
bucket though.
Yeah. Oh, he'll walk and bucket. The same when when Malik Beasley, unless he's shooting hot from three, he ain't
Like
playing
last night.
deep.
Now
He
you-
sits him. He got hot last night.
100% agree with you. You saw he played last night because he was hitting the shot. He was
Yeah.
right. When he done hit it, he misses like first three. Come here, dog.
Mhm.
And they put Brown in the game, and they put the
You hear that horn?
I'm not lying.
He started looking around like
Right, like
he ain't
you know,
coming to
they-
get. He ain't coming to
snatched
get me. He ain't. And then, hey,
they
I
snatched.
got you.
right.
He showed last night. Okay, this is why y'all got me. This is what I can do. Cool, because now that helps out Russell. Now that helps out LeBron. Now that helps out really AD because you can shoot. When they run at you, you dump it to me. We good.
Right.
But I need you to hit that shot, brother, because that makes everything go. Austin Reeves' confidence is sky high. So he think he can take anybody off the dribble.
Off the
and
dribble.
Hit you with
he
that
can-
little pump fake, get the 3-point play on you. You
his
know, little
confidence-
lean in.
so
You can
everything
ball.
works out.
His
They're gonna need that
confidence
against
is through the roof, but
It is. It's through the roof.
through the roof.
and
Don't
I
ma- it
and I
definitely
can't
don't match
take
his
that.
game.
And his agent's
Yeah.
contract, his agent's
And low key,
is up
man,
there,
when
too.
D'Angelo Russell out there, when they all three of them together, they lost one game.
He needs to stay in the game too.
Yeah, he's
Like, bro, why you always?
But
hurt?
he dealing with something with a foot or something. I don't know what's going on with their feet in LA. I don't know what's happening out there where everybody got foot problems. But
Maybe they, after the game, they wearing them sandals like Keith.
Come on,
Keith, if you out there, man,
come on, man.
wow.
Hey, right
Come
there,
on, man.
Keith,
He
my
gonna
boy.
He gonna take the tuck
Hey,
back.
keep eyeing on that. That ain't me, dog.
But look, it's here's where I think D'Lo could be the X factor now. But I think the Lakers bench is way better than Memphis bench.
And
I take the Lakers bench over Memphis
I'm gonna
bench.
tell you
all
right
I agree
now,
with that.
I don't like that nickname.
What?
D-Lo. That sounds real suspect.
There's no Russell.
I just
Name,
don't. It just sounds real sketchy.
He's not even telling them people no more. Like he showed up, he came back.
No more.
Much mature.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, man. Look,
Whoa.
hey, I can't erase
So he
that.
stopped
I can't
tripping?
make this up.
He stopped tripping.
He stopped tripping.
Well, he
Came
ain't
back.
had none trick on
He
me.
was young,
he was
man.
a shorty.
He was young. When
He
first
came
got
back
in LA.
mature. He's balling out. To his credit, right? He's up for an extension. And so he good. He's balling out. He gets you a quiet 30. Like you don't even know he scored 30.
Hey,
He'll hit a little three here and there.
Yeah,
He'll get a little.
so he don't
I'm just
tell
telling you.
nobody no
hey,
more.
they was in the locker room. The assistant, he came in with a whole ultimate feast. Passed it to him. Everybody's like, "Oh man, he's
First 48, baby. I think he's a good compliment because he can catch and shoot, and then you can take LeBron off the ball. He pick and roll, get his own shot. He's a perfect compliment. Last night, them two threes into the game last night was just he literally just caught him and just
Fired him up.
threw him
That's
up.
what I'm saying. He's so quiet with it that you don't even know he got 25. Like you don't know that. And it's a compliment because now Reeves do his thing, Beasley do his thing, AD, okay, cool. Bron can give you 20 and it be quiet, he give you 27, 8, and it contributes to everybody else scoring. Like he ain't gotta you don't have to play him 40 minutes no more. They got people around him. It's gonna be huge against Memphis.
And the last X factor
He gonna
is
play
my
40
boy.
minutes.
It's my boy.
He gonna have to.
Last my boy Rui. Rui been hooping lately.
Yeah.
Hachimari.
He's off
Yeah.
and on, man.
He been balling lately.
He
Akamari been
off
balling
and
lately,
on,
man.
man.
But-
He balls out
but-
some games, and then you be like, dude,
Play hard though.
He'll be big in the playoffs
Yeah.
because of his size
Yeah.
and his ability.
He can step out. He can step out.
He
and
can
shoot
step
too.
out.
Yeah.
He can bang, get rebounds.
Yeah.
He gonna be big in the playoffs. So I would say that's that sleeper
That-
pick
he's
right
a
there.
sleeper.
That was a sleeper move right
But
there.
I will say this though: if you Darvin Ham, you got to come up with a lineup, man. You got to hurt somebody's feelings, but you got to come up with a playoff. This is a playoff, sir. They
You
pay
mean
to-
rotation?
You need a rotation.
Somebody gonna
solid
And
rotation.
if you got to
for the
short that
playoffs.
rotation, you got to short that rotation.
So here's your Walker. Might be a game we need you, bro. Other than that, sit down.
Nah, Walker
Brown
won't see
plays
the
defense.
floor.
You got
Unless
to.
it's a blowout.
Okay, so I'm saying
But the rotation he didn't win with the last 2 or 3 weeks is where I think that's the rotation.
he'll scare you with his rotation.
Troy Brown off the bench, Rui off the bench, Schroeder off the bench. Like that's gonna be Wembley big blue. He's so black he blue. What's his name?
Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, him.
Nah, my
Wayne
boy-
Wayne Gabriel. Yeah,
Obama
I
just
think
came
that's
back
the
last
rotation.
night.
Yeah, Bomb ain't playing. I
Who
think
came
that's
back
gonna be
last
the Obama play last
Came
night.
back last night.
But he ain't gonna get no
Where
playoff.
you been? You been hurt.
He got hurt.
Hell, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm saying this into the camera. Darvin Ham, this is gonna be your moment not to be Doc Rivers.
Damn.
Man, here we go with Doc again.
This dude just don't
Illinois,
like Doc Rivers.
man.
No,
Like,
man,
I
I'm
don't
saying-
understand, man.
Hey.
What is your?
Hey, I
You
love
ain't
him.
go to Proviso.
I like him
Why
as
you
a
don't like
player.
the dude?
I
man?
like
You
him
ain't go to
as a
Proviso.
player and all that, but his coaching.
The Proviso beat y'all down.
Slow down, man. Slow down.
Why you
But
don't like the dude?
when
That's
I-
personal, man.
When I
That's
say
personal.
this, I'm only in the comparison.
That sentence hurt both of them.
I just asked the question.
We got a little personal, but don't go ahead. Don't worry about it.
No, man.
I see what we're going with.
But
I see where we at.
what I'm saying is, this is where you go your coaching chops, man. Like what's your man from Miami? Everybody said that he couldn't coach. And Spokes got in, got his chops, and he showed
Spokes can coach.
he can coach. Darvin Ham, this is where you're going to have to coach in
This
the
is his
playoffs.
first year, man. Calm down.
It was Spokes' first year.
First year, man. Calm down.
His first year, he showed that he can coach.
But
Darvin Ham,
I'ma
I
tell
need
you-
to know if you can coach. Can you make the necessary adjustments in the playoffs, bro?
okay, cool. I agree with you. I agree. He gonna have to. That's what I'm saying. He got to get a solid rotation too. By the way, he ain't did that all year, but he has to do
Thank
that.
you. That's all
But
I'm saying,
he has to do
kid.
that. I'm gonna tell you another coach who has to coach. Dude on Boston,
Hey, man, you get away from him because they ain't missed
Sir?
a beat.
sir.
Without a Doka, they ain't
You've
missed a
been
beat.
balling, but now
They haven't missed a beat.
can you outcoach Budenholzer?
I think
When
you
it comes
can.
down to it, can you outcoach him? Can you
I
make the
think
right
you can.
moves?
I
Can
think
you
you can.
like you was blessed with
Well,
talent.
kid. I mean,
Blessed with the team,
Pat.
fresh off the East.
Pat.
That's cool.
That's all he
You got to
did
coach now,
was
sir.
get behind the driver's seat
That's all he did.
and kept the gas
Now
at the right.
you got to make the right stops.
Well, he was
Oh,
on the
exactly.
bench. He kind of
Now you gotta be you gotta make the adjustments.
Yeah. You got to coach, sir.
He didn't just get the seat and start driving. He still had to make certain adjustments throughout the whole year to keep them where they were.
How?
They lost a
I'm
lot of
talking
games.
about
What did they
fell
do?
back.
No. I'm talking about
Playoff.
playoff.
What did they do?
Okay,
adjustments.
well, we'll see in the
That's
playoffs.
What they do different?
We'll see.
You
What
was
they do
blessed with
different?
the Eastern Conference, the team that went to the finals. You was blessed with that. But now you in the head coaching.
Well, he was
sir.
on the staff.
You
man.
got-
It's like he
you
just
got-
came out of
you
nowhere.
know what
You got
changed
to
for
outcoach
Boston?
Budenholzer now.
I'll
You
tell you
gotta-
what
you gotta
changed
make
for
a move.
Boston, kid. Check this out. Your man found out he was a goddamn man.
Tatum.
Tatum found out that he was the man this year.
Well, you know what?
I do.
He should have found that out a long time ago.
Well, he got it now.
I've been saying.
He
I
knows
said
he
that
the
last
man
year.
right now.
He
I
done-
said that. I
he
said
That's
that
what
last
changed
year.
this
I
season.
say until
He
he
knows now.
understands that he's
I
the
think
man.
Jalen Brown's a bigger factor. I like
Hey,
Jaylen
you know
Brown.
No, I'm not saying
I
that,
like Jaylen
that
Brown,
he a
man.
bum and all of that.
I
But
like Jaylen Brown.
When it comes to those two, bro,
somebody has to be
there's
the
a
alpha
1
dog.
and a 1A.
Yeah.
Tatum is
You gotta
a better
have
player.
somebody has to be the alpha dog.
Tatum is a better player, and I
Both of y'all can't be like,
Tatum's
oh,
a better offensive
you
player.
take it.
Brown's a better two-way.
You take it.
Brown's
You
a better
take it.
two-way.
You take it. You take
And
it.
Brown's
It can't
a
be
better
that.
defense. Brown's a better defensive
Yeah,
player.
Brown's a
I
way
get
better
that.
defensive
I
player.
get that.
Yes.
I get it.
You
But
can't go that. You're the man today. I'll be the man tomorrow. No, I'm the fucking man.
Tatum knows now. I don't see Tatum falling off this playoffs like he did in the finals last year. Like he knows I'm the dude. I'm the dude, right?
Well, I
Brown.
hope he doesn't because I've seen a couple of games during the season. I'm sitting here wondering, like, dude, what are you doing?
I
You
think-
self-checking
I
yourself.
think he knows.
Ain't nobody stopping you. You self-checking
I
yourself.
think he knows. And Boston is really on a mission to get back. Like they really on a mission. But Robert Williams, sir.
Because it was theirs to lose last year.
But Tatum didn't know he was the man. He knows he's the man. I think he knows he's the man.
That game with LSU.
But
I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be a great. I think this is gonna be one of the best players. I like the NBA right now because
you don't know, like
because I think the league is better with parity over these dynasties. Over when Golden State was running it, when all that, when Cleveland was dominating the East. I think right now because it's probably about, let's say, 7 or 8 teams who can win it all. So it's gonna make it. There's some great matchups this first in the playoffs, man. I think it's gonna be one of the best ones in years.
So now we got to take a break and play some bills. But before we go to break, I got one question. I want each of y'all to tell me what you think. Is the winner of it all gonna come from the East or the West? Lefty.
East. I'm going East this year.
Ooh, KDL.
You know I want Brown to get 5, but hey,
That ain't
it's gonna come from
happening,
the
bro.
East. It's gonna come from the East.
West. Because I don't think Middleton is going to be healthy. I say West.
PG.
And you already know what I'm gonna say.
He's going to say East.
You already know where I'm going.
He's going to say East.
It's definitely coming from the East.
And I'm not even talking Lakers, y'all. I'm not being biased. The only reason I say West is because I don't think Middleton is going to be healthy.
So you just negate all the other teams from the East just because of
I
Middleton?
think Milwaukee is the best team.
That struck a chord.
I mean, he's just
In other words, you got Milwaukee coming out.
he sounds ridiculous, man.
Right.
In other words, you got
He
Milwaukee
said
coming
In
out.
other words,
Hey.
Because of
They
Middleton.
got Milwaukee.
So
Hey.
Middleton flipped the whole East.
Hey, this is Humidor Sports and Cigars, man. We out here at Eduardo Lamone's, man. We out here kicking it. If y'all still, we got a whole another hour. We about to take a break, pay some bills. But when we come back, man, we finna talk some Angel Reese, LSU, White House. We finna get it in the box, baby.
Ooh.
In the box.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, you're so
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, It looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
All right, man, we back. Like I said, man, this Angel Reese thing, man, and I figured we would go in the box on this, man. So
Okay, people, you know what time it is. It's time to go in the box. Brought to you by Humidor Sports and Cigars. Oh yeah, and we're sponsored by Clouds of Smoke Cigars. Let's get it.
all right, man. For everybody that don't know what's been going on, LSU women's NCAA basketball championship, they won it all. They won the big dance, man. One shining moment and all of that. Now, Angel Reese, star player for LSU. You know, she did the whole "you can't see me" point to ring on Caitlin. Caitlin did that against Louisville. You know, she even told a player to shut up and look at the score. I mean, it just went bananas on social media and all the sports outlets talking about it. Then came the visit, the normal, what everybody do, the president, teams come to the White House, right? So the first lady decides to say, "Oh, LSU, you come on. We're gonna have you come, but we're gonna bring on Iowa too." That never has happened. So it went to this whole, it went straight race. Straight race. It's been going up and down, hills and valleys. So whichever one of y'all want to jump out here first to pop it off, PG, what's up? Go right ahead.
First of all, I don't like the fact that we're doing it in a box on this, and the reason why is because when we go in a box, we battling back and forth on disagreements or something. On this situation, I'm pretty sure it's going to be unanimous on how we all agree about this.
Maybe.
First thing first, Jill Biden shouldn't have said nothing anyway because it wasn't her thing to invite them to the White House. That usually comes from the president, am I correct?
She's the first lady.
First lady. So she really didn't have no say in that. But again, we already know what that was, why she did it. Number two, I don't see nothing wrong with what Angel Reese did. She's being cocky on the floor just like her girl Caitlin was being cocky on the floor. When you cocky, you talk crazy. And you don't care who you talk crazy to. The professionals did it all the time. Jordan talk crazy to everybody all the time. Never fail. I agree with something Ryan Clark said. Ryan Clark said, we have to protect our black women. And I totally agree because like he said, he is a 20-year-old who's one of the best players in the nation in college, just won a championship, so she hyped. All these commentators, the men, white commentators who went on there and called her classless, idiots and stuff like that, they never would have said it to a black man in his face. Never would have said it to a black man in his face. So Ryan Clark went on there and called them idiots and said, we got to protect our black women. And I totally agree with him because I didn't see nothing wrong with what she did. So is it a color? I say yes.
We know what it is.
Only thing first and foremost, we already know it's a double standard in America. Jill Biden should have never came out and said nothing, no way. And we ain't heard from her since Joe been in office. So I don't know why all of a sudden she felt necessary to say something.
Game, though. She was at
I don't care. I don't know why all of a sudden she feel necessary for her to say something. She could be in Walmart right now. We wouldn't know the hell she was. But here's the thing. Don't nobody know Jill. Jill Biden. Like, she ain't Michelle Obama. She ain't nobody. She ain't that. I'm just saying. So she shouldn't have said anything about that in the first place. So back to the. Of course, it's going to be a race thing. It's double standard when let's just say, I will say, Caucasian athletes do certain things. It's considered toughness and having swag and all that. And of course, when we do it, it's thuggish and this, that, and other. We totally agree. We saw that with Richard Sherman years ago in the Super Bowl, and they called him a thug and all this, that, and that.
You go back to Don and her press conference after they lost. I mean, she laid it all out there.
Right.
And she told him.
So
she's right though.
Now, here's why I disagree. What Angel Reese did, as far as you can mock someone, right? But when you walk up to them in their face, like what she did would have got her a tech in the NBA, right? That's taunting, like that. She was taunting. Secondly, if I was her coach, I would have pulled her to the side and been like, "Hey, stop." Now you can do it to the crowd or whatever and all this, but when you start going up to signaling out an individual player and doing that, it wasn't over the top. I'm not gonna call it classless. She's young, she's immature. I do agree with Ryan Clark. We need to protect our black women. Secondly, of course, in women's sports, it's not expected as much as it is in men's sports. The trash talking, you rarely even see them get up in each other's face getting ready to fight. Not like in male sports. Not like that.
Hold on. I guess you ain't been watching.
No. I'm saying. I know it happens.
The last 2 years.
No, it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
The little guard.
Yeah, I get
LSU.
that.
She had kicked out of.
She got kicked out of the game.
No,
she with the shits though.
Yeah.
No, Shorty.
She with the shit.
Shorty with the shit.
Memphis.
Yeah,
she got kicked out of Memphis.
Yeah, she definitely get her cash money no limit on. You can tell Shorty be with it. So, but I think it's just the expectation of I'm not gonna say the ladylike thing. The only part of Angel Reese, she could have did it, like mocked her. Yeah. But when you start following her behind her doing it, that's when it gets a little like. And that's to me when her coach should have stepped in and said, "Hey, come here."
Coach say she didn't see it.
Now,
Coach say she didn't see it.
So what I contribute that to is being caught up in the moment, bro.
Well, okay.
She was caught up in the moment.
Before TB left, when we was talking backstage on this, I made that comparison. But he did make a point. When we on the basketball court, man, and when we was growing up, and you got a team off the court, you talk smack after that.
That's street ball.
I get it, but it's like you said, caught up in the moment. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not like saying it was right. You right. You basically on a professional level and all of that. That coach should have yanked you and pulled you to the side and said, "Hey, get on over here."
She said she didn't see it.
Get on over here.
She had to see her star player following somebody around doing it.
Listen to y'all. They asked Kim Mulkey after the game. Kim Mulkey said she did not see it.
Ellie Mae Clampett saw that. She just didn't want to
Kim Mulkey was the same coach that kept walking on the damn floor.
Wait.
We're
gonna come right back to you, Kevin.
That's neither here nor there.
Did he just call her Ellie Mae Clampett?
He did.
Come on, man.
You see how she dressed.
The hillbillies. Come on. Hey, this is the second week of going old school, right?
You see how she dressed. Y'all know Ellie Mae Clampett.
I can't believe you said it.
But I will say this. Come on, man. I will say this. I will say this. Let's start at the White House. I'm gonna get to Angel Reese in a minute, but let's start with the White House thing. Jill Biden shouldn't have said that. Apparently, she doesn't watch enough sports to know that the champions get invited to the
Tim
White
said,
House,
"You look like
not
you're alone.
the
That
damn
both
runner-ups, just because they played a good series. That ain't how it goes. The champs get invited. If y'all notice, a day later, Joe Biden came out and cleaned it up, did not mention Iowa. Said, we will gladly have the champs, LSU at the White House, we'll coordinate, right? Joe Biden cleaned it up. Probably told Jill, hey, look, what are you doing? Like, let me handle this. I'm the damn president. I invite them, right? So Joe Biden cleaned it up. So let's start with the White House. Now, let's get to Angel Reese. Hell of a player, second school because she transferred. She's a hell of a player. Caitlin did the John Cena thing against Louisville. So
Well,
that's trash talking.
Let's stop calling
And
it
that's-
John Cena.
That came from
But
Lloyd
that's
Banks.
what it was.
That come to- that
That came from Lloyd Banks.
Okay, but
That's a G unit.
but
Let's
they-
get.
they-
You're gonna be real.
they
Give
got-
hip hop its credit.
They got it from John Cena.
Who's the biggest
Trust.
star?
They got it from John Cena.
Like listening to Lloyd
Trust.
like,
So,
I'm
And it
so
wasn't- it actually
fly.
wasn't Lloyd Banks, it was Tony Yayo.
so
Right.
Caitlin,
Yeah.
Caitlin, I guarantee you, they got it from John Cena. Don't trust.
Oh, we know.
Caitlin
Yeah.
did it against Louisville, right? Now she didn't walk up to nobody. She did it. She also told one of the Louisville players to shut up. Look at the score. That's trash talking. She also, during the South Carolina game, left a player wide open, waved her off like she could shoot. She ain't nothing, right? That's trash talking, and that's okay. We've all done it. Hell, I'm gonna talk shit to y'all in Vegas.
Hey,
We play
Draymond
21.
did it to Westbrook.
So yes,
Look at NBA.
that's trash talking. That comes along with it. The only difference that Angel Reese did, she followed her with it. Like she taunted, like you said,
Right.
she taunted her. She followed her with it
a number of
and
times.
did it
She
a
kept
couple
doing
times towards the end of the game. And Caitlin wasn't even looking at her. Like she didn't even know she was following her. And she pointed
Oh,
out
she
the
knew.
way,
She knew.
right? No,
She
she never
knew.
looked at her though.
That's
never
why
looked
she
at her.
didn't look at it. She
So
knew what was
she
going down.
taunted her, and that's the difference. And we all know what this is, man. Can't no black girl do no white girl like that on national TV.
That's
So we
all
know what
it
it
is,
is. Now they're not gonna come out and say it, but it is what it is. That's why Keith Oatman, who's been in this game a long time, called Angel Reese a fucking idiot. And then he recanted and said, "Oh, I didn't know all the facts. I didn't know she did it in another game. I didn't know." So Keith Oatman, GFY, number one. So I agree that we have to protect our black women, whatever, and that's cool. And Ryan Carr had a point that he's right, even though he's an LSU alum, but that's neither here nor there. But that's right. But Angel Reese has to control herself too. You can't go back and forth with the damn vice president. You can't.
The first lady.
You
Now,
can't. You can't.
I agree.
That,
You gotta-
that right
First
there
lady,
you
I'm
can't
sorry.
do.
You can't.
I agree.
Like somebody got to reel her in. I know you on cloud nine, you a champ, and you making NIL money, and you run off at the mouth talking about I make more money here than some of the NBA. Angel Reese, tone down a little bit.
No,
Calm down.
You said it right.
You a
Somebody
champion. We
needs to
respect
talk
you,
to
and
her.
you coming back. Somebody in her corner, whether it's her parents or somebody, got to be like, hey, don't blurt out that you making NIL money more than some of the top stars in the WNBA. You can't say that.
Well,
Oh,
she
well,
didn't
well,
blurt
fine.
that out.
You can't. Then
hold on. You
hold on.
mixing the two because she
I'm
didn't.
not. I'm not.
She
I'm talking
didn't
about
blurt
Angel
that
Reese.
out to say anything wrong. They asked her was she going to go to the
Just
WNBA.
say no. I'm cool. Don't
She
say I'm
said-
making more money than
she
some of the
said
NBA
what-
stars.
Right,
You
but she
can't
didn't say it in a
that.
negative aspect.
She didn't say it in a
because I
negative-
saw that.
But
I
you
saw that.
said it,
She said it, but
Well,
she didn't
don't
say it
say
in a
it.
negative aspect.
bro.
So you blending the two in together.
I'm not blending.
So she wasn't talking shit
I'm not
when
blending.
she
the two.
answered that question.
But you can't make a comment like that. You can't say that. No one needs to know that. Just
When
say
it comes
like,
to
no,
NIL
I'm
deals,
not.
there's no structure where you on TV and these commercials and all this. It's about how many people following you, how many people liking you,
Social media.
and that's how social media.
I
So
got that.
when people following her because of all the mess and the
then,
drama,
So then say, I'm not in no hurry to get to the WNBA, y'all. I'm cool in college. You can't say I'm making more money than some of the top stars.
So,
you can't say that.
what a lie.
So,
But
hold
you
on.
can't say that.
What
Hold
a
on.
lie.
It don't.
Kev.
I'm not saying it's not true, but you
Let me
can't
jump in.
say it.
Let me jump in.
Somebody
Let me jump
should reel her in.
Let
You
me
can't
jump in.
say that.
Let me jump in. You're right. Somebody should reel her in. At the same time, again, it goes back to what I said. When you have to think about the mentality of something, these are kids.
get
Kids don't know no better until somebody sit down
Somebody got
and
to
they
reel
talk to
in.
them.
Somebody got to reel in.
So until somebody talks to her, and I think somebody's talked to her because her tone has been different over the last couple of days.
Yeah, because
Somebody
she's becoming a
has talked
major
to her.
star now.
Okay.
So what she did in that game, I'm chalking it up to her as being young. inexperienced, an adolescent. She doesn't know any better.
Agree.
Okay,
I'm not
so
gonna hold her to the same standards that I'm gonna hold these NBA players or these WNBA players to because they're still kids.
Nikki Lovebug agrees with you, kid.
Here's
She
another,
agree with you.
Here's hey, what up, Nick? Nick, and we finally agree, Nick. But look, here's another thing. You can't then say, "Well, we ain't gonna go to the White House. We're gonna holler at our first lady, Michelle Obama. They ain't in the White House right now, so you can't say that.
Now that
Like
was
somebody
wrong.
got to reel her in, bro.
That
I
was
respect
wrong.
her.
Well,
I like her play.
again,
She's a
that's
great
because
player.
somebody
But
grabbed
you got to
her
reel
and
her
talked
in,
to her
bro.
and said, "Hey, look,
so
hold on."
wait a
You gotta
minute,
reel her in,
because
bro.
I think we giving people passes, and I'm gonna go back to the.
Can't give nobody a pass.
I'm gonna go.
I'm not.
So wait. I'm gonna go back to the John Morant thing. Everybody said, "Where's Daddy?" Y'all got daughters. What would you tell your daughter if she acted like that?
If she acted like that, that's when you reel in.
If
That's
this
just
is
what he
Angel
said.
Reese
That's what
and
I'm
I'm
saying.
her
I
dad,
grabbed-
Don't
and I
say
said,
somebody. Say who was
I
supposed
said,
to
hey,
be.
oh,
come here.
I'll respond.
Let me tell you something.
Where's y'all
How that
boys?
same
Y'all got
energy,
daughters.
kid. How that same energy.
I'm gonna let her
Right.
go first. I'll respond. Go ahead.
And the same thing. If my daughter did that, at that point, I'm not going to fault her at that point because she's caught up in the morning. But
She's in her
I'm
emotions.
going to grab her. I'm going to say, hey, come here. Sit down. Let me daddy talk to you and tell you how this shit really goes. Here's what you can say and how you politically should say it and be responsible for it. You can't just come out. I know you hood. You my daughter. I'm hood, so I know where you come from. But at the same time, you got to come like this. You got to say it this way. You got to have some tact with how you say things.
Your daughter got a pocket knife.
Whoa.
But hey, look, hey, this what I
Now
was
you
saying.
speaking as daddy or face? Which one? You speaking as daddy or face? You speaking as daddy or
I was
face?
just saying.
Yeah, my daughter got a pocket knife too.
Okay, well that's cool. That's cool. But this what I would tell my daughter. Being a former athlete, being that I know how you should talk to the media. There are certain things you can't say. And I swear to God, I will sit her down and tell her, you can't pop off at the vice president. You can't pop off talking about we'll go holler at the Obamas. You can't do that. You can't blurt out that you're making more NIL money than some of the top players in the WNBA. You can't say that. That might be true, but you can't say that because you're going to be targeted from here on out. I would
say it.
drill this in my daughter's head. You asked me what I would do.
You don't have that
I would
same
drill
energy that you
Yes, I
had
do.
for Ja. Oh, his daddy. Dude, we can go back and run the tape.
Yeah.
You was going over.
Everybody went in
on Ja and his daddy.
Oh,
had that
oh,
same energy with
on
Angel.
fake
Hold
Usher.
on.
Everybody went in on fake Usher.
Angel does not have over a year 3 gun incidents like Ja had. And Angel's mama and daddy ain't rolling
Now
in
you
the
cleaning it up.
entourage.
Now you cleaning it up.
Hold on, no, I ain't cleaning it
That's
up.
still a parent.
Because you're trying to compare
Parent to
this.
kid.
What I'm saying is Angel's mama and daddy ain't rolling with Angel and having gun incidents over a year. Angel ain't never pointed a gun at a 17-year-old.
We're not
Angel ain't
talking
never
about
been in the club with a
what
stripper.
the incident
Parent
was.
too.
Okay,
You're
so
not
let's not
comparing
compare
the
that.
side. It's
So
your
let's
child.
not compare that. Then.
That's your child.
Let's not compare
was-
that.
As a parent, that's
As a
your
parent,
child.
Okay,
You
that's
supposed
my
to get
child.
into it.
Again, I'm gonna tell my child what she cannot
But
say.
what
I'm
we
gonna
saying to
groom
you,
her
what we saying
to
to
know
you is
you about to
you
be,
was acting like Ja Daddy wasn't saying nothing. You was crucifying him and over there. Had that
Because-
same energy. Say, where's Angel Reese's mama? Where's her daddy?
because it's
He
different
ain't saying
incidents.
nothing.
Because it's different incidents. I don't see Angel's mama and daddy rolling with her while she's talking about the vice president. I saw Ja's dad in an entourage where later on that night it was a damn beam pointed at another team from his entourage. I saw Ja, I didn't see it, but I heard, allegedly, he pointed a gun at a damn 17-year-old. I ain't never heard Angel do that. So that's when I question his daddy, because he's a part of that entourage. Angel's parents ain't coming out doing this in front of nobody. They ain't coming out talking about the vice president. That's Angel. So I would talk to her as her dad. Look, probably next year, you're about to be a professional. Let me tell you, you need to start acting like a professional because you're about to be a
She's a
professional.
professional now.
Maybe.
Cool. So
Maybe.
that's why I would talk to her.
She's a public
so let's
figure
not compare the job
Right.
situation.
She's a
That's
public
entirely
figure
different. I agree with that.
She is.
That's why
That
I would
was
talk
it.
to her in a way to tell her, hey, there's certain things you can't say. I don't care about the basketball stuff because, hell, I did it. You can talk shit to anybody you want, especially if you win. You got a right to do that. You got a right to do all that. The only difference I would tell you not to do, don't follow her and taunt her.
So when I
Just
give you
do
buckets
it.
in Vegas
You could have
to
looked
do
at
this,
the crowd
don't you
and
get
did
mad.
that. That's cool. The difference why they
Don't you
pointed
get
out
mad.
on you is because you followed her and did it. You followed her with this. You followed her with that. That's the difference. So I would tell you to don't taunt and follow. However, you can talk as much shit as you want. This is competitive sports. Everybody get over it. The women can talk shit just like the men. We don't say shit about the men.
30 minutes left.
So everybody get the hell over.
30 minutes left.
I'd be like,
No, but okay. So here's the one thing we know with athletes these days between social media, you know, all the different podcasts and YouTubes and all these different streaming networks, you everywhere. You're a brand.
Yeah.
You got to carry yourself as a brand.
Yes.
If you don't take nothing from LeBron,
right,
and
you carry
MJ,
yourself as a brand, and even the professional WNBA ladies, even the biggest stars, they carry themselves a certain way. She's 20 years old, which means she's still, you know, she's still growing. Her parents still have a big influence on her.
Yes.
First of all, I would have grabbed my daughter for the whole walking behind her, taunting her before she even got to the mic. Let me holler at you. We don't do that.
I would have did the same shit.
We don't do it.
Act like you won before.
Right. Act like.
I don't know how many times I heard that.
Because think of it like this. Let's take race out of it. Right?
Right.
What if somebody was walking behind your daughter, taunting your daughter like that, and you in the stands as a parent?
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Well, how did Caitlin's parents feel?
But they ain't said nothing.
Right.
But and let's give Caitlin credit. Let's give her props because she came to her defense.
She did.
And she didn't have to do that. So when we come down on different races, this, that, and other. But
she did it in the press conference, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
But for her to do that was big. She didn't have to do that. And she came out and said, "We not going to the White House, invitation or not." Mm-hmm. So shout out to her. She's being a professional. She's carrying herself. You know, like you said, shit talking on the court. It happens. It happens all the time. It's part of the game. You fired up, everybody into it. But when you start going across the line, so we gotta look at it from both sides. If your daughter is doing the taunting, what if that was your daughter getting taunted?
Now,
I think that's still.
Well, I don't. Even if that was my daughter being taunted, it's a part of the game. I would tell her. I would, as long as she wasn't disrespected. She wasn't disrespected. That was just talking shit. The same shit she did. So I'm not gonna say that was disrespectful. I would say the taunting part. That's the problem I had. But it wasn't disrespectful.
Taunting is disrespectful.
But no, what I'm saying is the stuff
you can't respectfully taunt somebody.
No, what I'm saying is the very
no
same
disrespect.
thing. Right. No, the very same thing that Angel did is the very same thing that Caitlin did. That's why it's not disrespectful.
Again, it was a heat of the moment, man. After she sat back a couple of days, her whole tone changed.
Yeah, because somebody got in her ear. Yeah.
In the heat of the moment, it ain't no telling what we do.
But you gotta understand. I'll say this to Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie. She got a moniker, all of that, and she's
a brand.
You said she came out and said, "I'm making more money than these." But you know what?
Should have never said that.
She's the things that she's doing, going up against the White House. You're killing yourself when you get to the next level because now McDonald's, Nike,
sponsors,
they not coming for you right now.
Your mouth.
They ain't coming for you right now. So you got to tone it down. And somebody needs, like everybody on this panel says, let's get in her ear because you're killing yourself for the next. Because you can make even more money. Because the women right now in NCAA basketball are killing the men. And they becoming big stars in their own right in the WNBA now. In their own right, they got fashion. They doing all these other things. They moving on the level of like Serena, where they can keep on going up and being like the face of women's sports and all that. She could be that.
Empowerment is a movement.
Yeah, it's a whole movement.
But here's the thing: I would hate to see her label. Let's say another year goes by. They might not win the championship again, but let's say they're one of the top teams again. Let's say they lose in the tournament. I would hate to see her label next year going into the WNBA.
That's a problem.
As somebody, she might be a little mouthy. She might be a little. Like, I would hate to see that. I don't care what she does on the court because that's competitiveness. I'm talking about her mouth. You can't go out the damn vice president. You can't.
Sprite, Nike, Coke, all of them, Pepsi, all of them going to be like,
that's not going to be a problem following her next year because she's going to be in a different mindset.
Because here's the thing. You could be a social media darling where everybody follow you for your little quotes and all that, or you can really get this sponsorship money.
And you ain't even seen the money that you can make.
You can really right get now. That's where you need to be.
Like you can really get and here and this is what the part I didn't like. While I get it, no one's like we should protect our black women, but we should also check our youngsters too. Like everybody, we all coming to the defense.
You got to coach.
We all coming to the defense because of the color of our skin. But at the same time, we also need to be like, hey, that was a little over the top. Let's keep it a buck.
So your Kim Mulkey, well, I ain't gonna say Kim Mulkey's. I'm gonna say your Don Staley's. I'm gonna say your Lisa Leslie's. I'm gonna say all these Cheryl Swoops. I'm gonna say all these former NCAA athletes that knows this girl can be big. Make a phone call to her.
And I'm sure some of them have, bro.
Hey, sweet. There's certain stuff you can't do.
That's just like Ryan Clark.
Like you can't.
Ryan Clark had her on his show. He interviewed her. I'm sure he probably talked to her.
Yeah.
But at the same time.
But you said it already that she kind of toned down.
She's toned down since then, but at the same time, those other people who came to her right away before they started thinking like we thinking,
right?
That came up, we got to protect them.
Right.
She did something wrong. We understand that, but at the same time, this is our daughter. This is our people. You're not gonna come to her like that.
I agree with that.
But you got a lot of us that don't think she did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Well, no, I disagree.
Yeah.
Like
there is some fault in it. I'll tell you, you name athletes, you know, should have reached out to her too. Michelle Obama, sweetheart. You know, she the face of blood. She the face of the sisters.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Michelle reach out. Hey,
she shouted out.
Look,
cool.
Look,
hey,
I agree with that. Off the record, keep us out of that shit. Number one, we chilling. Don't worry about it. We finna get our library. We cool.
Right.
Be cool.
Don't worry.
Don't be bringing us into y'all mess.
Yeah, don't put us in.
You want us to meet you? We gonna meet you.
We'll meet you, but leave us out.
Shit, chill out. Relax.
Be cool on that. Be cool.
Because when you get to you got to understand, man, America is a motherfucker. We just saw it with Colin Kaepernick.
I agree.
We saw what happened with Kyrie and the thing with the Jewish community.
You're making my
all
point,
this.
sir.
There are a lot of examples. There are a lot of examples.
The cancel culture.
Yeah. There are a lot of examples where you can put your foot in your mouth and you won't be able to get that out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of those. So
that's
she
what I would
does
tell
need
my
to be
daughter.
real.
That was my daughter.
Now,
that's what I would tell my daughter.
Since we talking college, man, that was in the box. Everybody in the box. Angel Reese, White House. That's how we do it in the cigar shop, man. We get it in, but this transfer portal, man, it's serious business, man. Because the girl that Caitlin told to shut up and look at the score, she just entered the transfer portal because she's trying to leave Louisville and get right now. UNC, you know that's our squad. Caleb
went to Michigan.
Going to Michigan. He going to Michigan. He hit the portal and he in Michigan.
Wow.
He in Michigan. This portal is big business.
But it was something else to him transfer too.
Hey, Juwan, I love you, man. Be careful what you ask for.
That's the whole Bonnie Pugh Act.
Whoa.
Somebody send me on to the what?
We're getting personal, man. What you doing? Personal on the show.
So he was in the portal making action.
Yeah.
He hit the transfer portal.
Yeah, Bonnie came to the transfer portal.
Now you talking about something else, but that's all right. Don't worry about it. I've been involved in a few scandals in my day. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, I'm not gonna get into it, man. It was just like a light comparison.
I mean, you know, that's all right.
But real talk, the Louisville girl, Kayla, like everybody get that extra year, man. People like I'm gonna take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like now, I don't know how good that is for Michigan. Juwan's son going to the league. You saw that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Coming out.
So now you inherit another guard. But you got to look at who you inherited, Juwan. And the big man left. Dude in the portal.
Yeah.
Big left hand, he left.
Yeah.
But he a fifth year dude. Like, so I don't, Juwan, the boy shoots AI, man. Well, you'll see.
Is the portal hurting?
Michigan needs a guard like that.
Is the portal hurting or helping college sports in y'all opinion overall?
I think it's helping because you wouldn't have the tournament you had this year without it.
You had the underdogs, right?
Well,
you wouldn't have all these fifth year seniors jump on these teams, and some of these teams elevated. So
I'm on the fence.
I think it's helping.
I'm on the fence with the portal because, you know, back in our day, you transferred.
You lost a year.
Because you lost a year.
Yeah.
You don't get that now.
Right.
You go and you immediately play, and players are leaving because they're not getting playing time, whether it's, You're not
Louisville
seeing eye and eye
started.
with the. You're not seeing eye to eye with the coach,
You just ain't-
or you just
you ain't getting
can't.
that time.
You ain't getting that time because there's better players
Something like
ahead
that.
of you. So now you choosing to go somewhere
But
else.
Kayla was
How
down
you
there being
think
the
Angel
Mac.
Reese got in LSU?
She
She
left.
wasn't
She
getting
left.
playing
She left.
time
Yeah, she left Maryland.
because it wasn't that she couldn't ball. It's the fact that her and the coach wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Right.
So she bolted. Now that was a good thing for LSU and her as a
Right.
player, but I'm on the fence because people are just flying anywhere because they trying to win.
So
Now,
are they doing that?
one thing,
Okay, go ahead.
last comment is because they just want to win, go to these big programs. But I'm with it because it's about them. That situation, they thought that the situation was a good fit for them, but it wasn't. So it's not a good for me. So why should I stay here? I'm gonna go somewhere else that's a better fit.
That's the point I was gonna make. Is it
know.
good? Is it good for the program, or are some people just jumping because they didn't get what they were looking for over here? So now they're gonna go over here because they can get this exposure, they can get this playing time.
Well, not really, because Caleb Love was a starter. He's been a starter ever since he's been there. So this ain't no playing time. He's down there like a dope. So he had to get out. They probably told him. They probably strongly influenced.
They probably pushed him.
Encouraged.
Hey, you might want to look at the
You probably
sport.
should go over here.
They probably
So,
pushed him.
but look at this. Let's look at it from this perspective. For years, the NCAA has been, it ain't student athlete, it's athlete student. This has been a business. And so now players are starting to get paid, right? NIL, right?
Right.
So coaches do it all the time. You see how these coaches just moved 2 weeks ago, right after the tournament?
Mhm.
So how come players can't do it? So if a coach can control his own destiny, how come players
Right.
can't do it? Now they
That-
getting this fifth year with the COVID thing.
That's
They
what I
got
was saying.
20.
I'm with it because of that.
So I'm with it.
Because it's a business.
It's a business at the end of the day. So if a coach can just jump up and go to another school, how come the players can't? Why should the players always been held out? I gotta lose a year eligibility just for me to transfer, right? But I'm not gonna play here. So the players got control of their own destiny. They
Right.
should have been had it. Players should have been getting paid. I ain't gonna say as much, but players should have been getting some of the pie that the NCAA gets.
For years.
That's where the NIL came. So since the coaches can move when they want, and the coaches can make millions of dollars, and the kids struggling, how come they couldn't get paid? Now players can control their own destiny, sort of like free agency.
Can I?
It's the same thing. So I think it's
Can I-
a good thing for the poor.
Can I interject another view of this? We talk about how soft, athletes are and the youth are in these days. Is it sending the wrong message to say when things aren't going your way, pick up your ball and leave?
No.
I'm just like,
Because coaches do it all the time.
Hear me out. Is it a situation to where now we're giving the youth the option to when I don't like what's going on, like toughen things out, because all this goes into your whole life, right? Being an adult, relationships, marriages. Do you pick up are we just saying it's okay to just pick up your ball and run at any sign of trouble, anytime things not going your way? Are we just saying, here, just pick up and run, pick up and go? Are we encouraging it?
I'm gonna say no.
I'll answer that.
No.
Go ahead.
I got this answer.
I'm just giving another perspective.
So
Go ahead.
if the rationale for the person moving, if you're better than me and I'm not playing because you better than me, that means I need to work on my game to get better so I can get on the floor.
Right.
But if it's a issue with you and the coach, and the coach is not going to bend and just got me
Then you
sitting
say,
there,
right.
now I got the right to go. I agree with that. But if you better than me, that means I need to buckle up, get in the gym, work on my game so I can beat you out. Now that transferring, hitting the portal because of that, because you're not better than somebody,
You don't think
a
that's
problem.
part of it, though?
But
That is part of it.
but-
That is part of it.
Wait. But the portal was not all about not playing time. Louisville girl was a starter. Caleb Love was a starter. Like, these people that's leaving are fifth-year seniors. They just choosing to finish their college somewhere
Right,
else.
but
This
it's
is not about
but
playing
it's more
time
than just
in every
them.
situation.
That's right, not every
That's the
situation.
fifth year.
Not every situation.
That's the fifth year. I
Fifth-year
gave you
seniors.
4 years. I gave you 4 years here.
Yes.
Now I can go wherever I want.
Right.
Yes, just like
okay,
the Michigan,
that's cool.
the left hand, the big
That's
boy.
cool.
Okay, he
That's
gave you
cool.
4 years. Now here, fifth year, see, he want to play somewhere else. He's trying to win.
I get you.
I wouldn't be surprised he pop up like a Gonzaga. He pop up like a right. He's trying to win. He want to win it. He want to compete
But
for a national
if
championship.
I'm better,
That's
if
no
I
disrespect.
got,
I gave you 4
if
years.
I'm a freshman coming in and I'm better than you and I take your
You're
spot,
talking about competitive.
I'm
talking about the people that's leaving for other reasons.
okay.
Not because I'm not.
But
getting
there
playing
is a
time.
lot
I'm
of
just starting.
cats that's not getting playing time, and
Okay.
they choosing to go somewhere else. Because North Carolina, they got 9 people in the portal because they're upset that they were sitting on the bench and Hubert Davis' ass wasn't playing them. He only played 7 deep.
Yes.
Those other players are sitting there like, man, I was number one in my state coming out.
McDonald's All-American.
Right, and I'm not playing.
When you come to schools, schools like North Carolina, I can equate it to football in Alabama, Ohio State. Like, you're not going to come in unless you're the top of the top. You're not going to come in and play right away, and you have to understand that with the school you go to. It doesn't matter what you did in high school. This is North Carolina. They get. I use North Carolina. They get McDonald's All-Americans, Duke, Kansas. They get McDonald's All-Americans every year. You might not be the dude your freshman year, so you can't just jump up and leave because this is college basketball. You have to compete. However, because they have the right to leave now, they have a right to do it. Now, I'm not encouraging.
If a coach is only playing 7 players, you playing 7 players and 7 players only in your rotation all year long, and I'm just a practice dummy, man, I'm out.
But then ball out.
I'm going back to what Damani said.
But then ball out.
Because Damani references it to everyday life. When you reference it to everyday life like that, I ain't saying quit, but that's just like a job. If this job don't fit you and you see yourself elevate somewhere else, what do? You leave. Just like a relationship. If this relationship ain't working and you know it ain't going nowhere downhill, at some point you gotta say, hey, this ain't for me. It's time for me to check out and go somewhere else. So with these players, the same thing. If you're not playing and you know you playing up your potential, you can see somewhere else and you can still be able to play, it's time to go.
But see, y'all taking the whole portal thing is that everybody is leaving because they're not playing.
It's a bunch of reasons. It's a bunch of reasons.
Some of these people that's leaving was 4-year starters.
We already put them to the
Miami
side.
had a couple of them. Miami had a couple of dudes that came from the portal. Some of these teams, these last teams that we had no idea who they was until this tournament, they had 5th-year seniors that came from the portal.
That's true.
It wasn't because they wasn't playing. They want to finish their 5th year. They looking to win. Why you think the dude in Michigan, I can't forget his name, left-hand big dude, right? He gave them 4 years. One of their best players for 4 straight years. He wants to finish his 5th year somewhere else. That wasn't about playing time. But Caleb Love was a starter ever since he's been with North Carolina.
You keep going back to that point. We took those players and we put them to the side. We're not talking about them.
Y'all focus
we get them.
Dudes that
because there's no structure to the transfer portal. It's just like you can just go. Like it's no structure now.
But y'all gonna applaud Deion Sanders for coming in not even knowing a player.
I know.
That was a 4-year starter or 3 years, 2-year starter in Colorado. He told him immediately, first meeting, some of y'all might want to hit the portal. He didn't even give him a chance to get on the field and prove himself. But y'all applauded that because he's prime.
In that case, no.
But now a player make his own decision. Y'all got a problem.
No. What I'm saying
is,
that
what we doing?
I know.
No, Kev, I'm just bringing the perspective of adversity builds character. And if the first sign of adversity, or if you got to work a little harder to beat somebody out,
right,
or to go and you just choose to just run from it, what type of character are we building in our youth?
I agree with you that sports teaches you a lot, whether people believe it or not, whether it's basketball, football, whatever. Sports teaches you a lot. It teaches you about sacrifice, teaches you about responsibility,
right?
All that.
I had issues with coaches all growing up. I had issues with a lot of coaches, but you know, but the minute if I went to my parents, I don't want to do this because he just that and the other. I was always told you're gonna tough it out.
Yeah, but
you're gonna tough it out.
You're about to make my next point. These kids now ain't us.
So, Kev,
they didn't grow up in our environment.
Question for you.
It's different nowadays, man. They get their way, bro. We had to earn whatever
if you had the portal when you was hooping in college, would you have tested it out?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
I would have tested it. No, this is the God's honest truth. My coach left my sophomore year. Shout out to my teammates if y'all watching. Our coach left sophomore year. Went back to coach high school basketball, my first college coach. The guy that sat in my living room told my mama he had me. I had to call my mama and say, hey, you ain't gonna believe this. We just had an emergency meeting. Coach leave. So I had a decision to make whether I leave. Me and my roommate, we had a decision. Did we get up out of here? Lose a year of eligibility back then. This was 91.
I just
Lose
asked
a year
you if you
eligibility.
had the portal
Back
and you
then,
went
yeah.
into this whole
Back then,
soapbox.
because of my situation.
Land the plane
yeah.
and answer the damn question.
I'm giving you the reason why I would have did it, sir. My coach left. That's entirely different. And my coach is there, and I just decided to leave because I ain't
That's a
playing.
reason.
I'm telling you, my coach left. We stayed and actually got a better coach and was better, so it worked out us staying. But if you ask me what I would have did it my sophomore year, yeah, because my coach left.
How long has Humidor been coaching North Carolina?
2-3 years.
2 years,
Two
right?
years, right? 2 years.
Caleb Love is who?
3-4 year starter, right?
Oh,
3
okay.
years starter.
So that means Hubert wasn't there when Caleb Love was playing, right?
No, but he inherited him as a starter. He inherited him.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what's wrong with him taking that 5th year and going somewhere else?
No, this is
But it wasn't playing time. He played. He started. So don't do that. Don't do that because he
He'll
started.
be a senior.
But
He'll be a senior this year.
This year,
Coming up, he'll be a senior.
He's leaving for entirely different reasons, and y'all know that. It ain't got nothing to do with his.
Well, that's
he
true.
was starting.
That's true. That was
He didn't
something
recruit him,
totally
but he still started.
That's
for
something
Davis,
totally
right or
different
wrong.
now.
So he's leaving for a different reason.
Yeah, we know that.
But what I'm saying is, he was a starter leaving. The Louisville girl was a starter that's elected in the league. Dude in Michigan was a starter that's elected in the league. Like everybody don't fall in the I'm gonna take my ball and go home. That's all I'm saying. These are starters choosing to go their 5th year and go somewhere else or whatever. I'm just saying. Juwan, the boy shoots a lot. And he shoots when he won't. You better reel him. That's all I can say to Juwan, but carry on.
It's a different coach, a different team, different program. So we will see.
Juwan getting his grill.
Well, we all know that.
But you ain't going to.
Right.
Come in here.
Yeah. We do know
Shout out
that.
to Big Noob.
Shout out to Juwan.
Right. We do know he gonna get in that grill.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm just throwing this out there. We got about 5 minutes left before we get out of here. Now, one of the most embarrassing things that I see is baseball season right now. So when they take a player from somewhere, from NFL or NBA to come out and throw that first pitch out.
Man, listen here.
I just had to throw this out here, man, because Kelsey.
Wasn't that Kelsey?
Kelsey was on the mound.
That's your boy.
And when I said he threw that ball.
Like he was skipping rocks.
Right.
Like he was skipping rocks.
Well,
for an athlete, man, that is freaking embarrassing,
he's
man.
a tight end, man. He's used to catching
Hey,
football, man. He's not used to throwing a baseball.
Bro, sit back, because you are not going to do that.
I'm just saying,
if
man.
If that boy tight end, he know how to throw a football. You can't tell me you can't throw this little ass baseball across. I'm not going with that.
I think it shows more of that. I think it shows more that pitching is actually a skill set. It ain't just getting up there and throwing a damn ball. Like it's not
Megan, the Stallion, threw a better ball than Kelsey.
Shout out to Megan. You looked the part.
I'm gonna tell you what's the problem.
Everybody threw a wild pitch at that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
it wasn't even wild. It skipped.
It was terrible.
You remember Carl Lewis? You remember 50 Cent? Like I go down the list, man.
Yeah, that was like Carl Lewis singing the national anthem.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with these people throwing out the first pitch. Horrible. Everybody think they're gonna throw a strike instead of just taking the ball and just throwing the ball up there.
Just lob it
out there.
Right.
They trying to throw it hard.
They up there like they looking off pitches. Man, throw those damn balls.
I thought he was at the lake skipping rocks when he threw that ball.
I couldn't believe that, man.
That was embarrassing.
So how he gonna go in the locker room after that, man?
Patrick Mahomes tweeted, bruh. Your teammate tweeted.
His teammate.
In the social media era, that's the worst thing.
Man, that's the worst thing, man. That went viral.
Throw it underhand like a softball or something.
They throw some music behind it. They slice you up, man. Dude, they kill you. But I just had to bring that out there, man, because that right there is the most embarrassing thing in the world, man.
All the way to training camp.
Man, they're gonna ride him all season long.
Yeah, he just got to deal with that.
Hey, man, this has been a great show. We get in, we talk smack, man. PG, thanks for coming on.
Hey, man, it's good to be back, brother.
Hey, man, dude, as we get into these playoffs, man, it's going to heat up. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. We will tell you that we will be off next week. retooling some things. So a little vacation time. So we will be back the following week to talk about NBA
playoff
all day
Full
because
effect,
it's going to be
and
in
the
full
draft.
effect.
I think the plans
And the draft.
And
And the draft.
will come back. I think the plans be over.
I can't wait for
It'll
the
be in
draft.
full first round.
Yeah, first round
It'll be in
mode,
first
and we're
round.
going to get into it. We're going to know who playing who,
And who up and who down.
who down.
Lakers versus Memphis. Get over it.
Oh, my God. Like I said on camera, that's all I want to hear is one word,
Bet.
one word only.
For the
Bet.
series.
We got a four sticks out there.
No, I got you for the series. Not betting no damn folk. I got you for the series. My team will be better
one
than
stick
that
or
team.
four.
I'm not betting no 4 sticks. I'm betting the series, man.
But this is Lakers.
Well, it should be
I
2
know
sticks,
it's
at least 2 sticks, man.
Yeah,
1
2
stick for
sticks,
7
man.
games, man. That's nothing.
Yeah.
I'll do 2. I'll bet you 2 sticks that the
Ain't got no confidence
See
in
how
them,
that happened,
in
man?
them
let
bums.
me tell
Yeah,
America.
okay,
Let me tell America. Let me do my closing shots while I'm at it.
Do your closing shots, man.
Hey, America. If my team, the Los Angeles Lakers,
A lot of people
right?
watch,
If my team plays the Memphis Grizzlies, which is lined up to do right now, 7 versus 2, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. And I know a lot of y'all don't. I'm betting this man 2 cigars that the Los Angeles Lakers will beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Having said that, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the ride y'all do for us every Saturday. Much love.
PG, you've been away for a long time, man. It was good to have you back.
Hey, man.
Hey, you
Good to have you
still
back, PG.
you still rooting on them Boston Celtics, man, but that's neither here nor there, as my man KDL say. Give us your parting shots, baby.
Hey, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's good to be back, not to be at work today. Work been keeping me away, man, but hey, gotta make the bread, man. That's all I can tell you. But when I'm not making the bread, I will be here in attendance.
Lucky Lefty.
I don't know where the air quotes came from, but no, neither here nor there. A lot of big things coming up, man. The weather breaking. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Glad y'all could take 2 hours out your Saturday to hang with us. Coming up, Eduardo Lamon's anniversary weekend. I think the 27th through the 29th. Got a lot going on, man. Come up, celebrate.
Sneaker ball.
It's gonna be, man. I mean, it's gonna be great. Follow us on social media and everything. Check out everything that's going on. It's gonna be big. May 7th, day drinking for the week. Shout out to my man Ty, hosted by the SmokeFellas at Licorice Lounge. And if you all happen to be in the Vegas area, May 17th through the 22nd, the SmokeFellas will be invading
Take it over
Las
Vegas.
Vegas. Las
Take
Vegas
it
Coming for
over
you,
the
Vegas.
SmokeFellas. If y'all in there, if y'all just happen to be just down on the strip somewhere trying to gamble, whatever it is,
Please let us know.
find us, come holler at us. And of course, June 25th. Now we moved it from the 24th. June 25th. Y'all seen the say the date. The 50-50 birthday bash. Me and Mr. SmokeFella right here turned the big 5-0. That's coming up, man. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the club. Hey, real quick, y'all.
Got a lot of big things coming up, man.
Real quick, y'all.
Great summer.
That week.
Yeah, I gotta walk my pet rabbit. Hey, real talk. Real quick. April 27th, draft night, Sports Zone Chicago.
Oh, yeah, April 27th. Yeah.
We're gonna be at
Output Lounge.
Output.
Doing a live draft, man.
Live draft, y'all.
So,
All
man,
shows Sports Zone Chicago. Come kick it with us if you can. Thursday night.
we're gonna
April
put all
27th, right?
we're gonna put all the information out there, man, for that Output event with Sports Zone. Everybody that's on Sports Zone will be there. Sheikah, you got here late.
Shout out
Sit down
TK
somewhere.
Cruz.
Sit down somewhere.
Shout out to
Blazing
Sheikah.
Babes in the
Blazing
building,
Babes.
baby. Blazing Babes in
Shout
the
out to
building.
Sheikah. Shout out to Sheikah that showed up in the closing comments.
Right.
Better late than never.
So, hey, check it out. We'll be back next
2 weeks.
in 2 weeks, man. Showing that love. Sports, how we do it in the cigar lounges, man. And as I always say, where there's smoke
There's
the
the fellas, baby.
fellas. Holla back, people.
and the blazing babes.
And the babes.